What is battlecourt Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A battlecourt game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battlecourt Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battlecourt Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jai-Alai from Jam Arena. Tonight's game day will feature the Fireballs and Warriors. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Spring 26 Battlecourt season. Andrew Bleckman joined alongside Stu Nyman for this Division III doubles. Urrutia and Ikeda will take on Douglas and Cabrera.
As always, we're starting the action off right away. Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Here's the backhand now by Ikeda. Robote coming out. Robote goes to the outside and the scores. First point of this match, of this game day, goes to Douglas and Cabrera of the Warriors.
Well, starting off with a little jam ball here to get the action going, Stu.
I had to shut the microphone off because he got me. This was a conversation we had beforehand. What do we call those wonky bounces?
And we got one right there.
And Andrew was just like committed to jam ball.
Folks can send their answers in.
What a catch by Cabrera. Here's the backhand from the 8 line. Urrutia is there. Urrutia deep in the backcourt, takes it on the forehand. Right side to the outside, and it scores. 1-1. Urrutia serves for the fireballs. One thing we have been seeing is, especially when the ball is new, you throw powerfully with the right side, it has any type of escapa. If it passes and hits the back wall, it goes straight to the outside.
Well, you can kind of see in that picture how it kicked up when it hit the front wall, and that's kind of what we're talking about. For us, you can really see it off that front wall. When it does kick up, that's when you got to look out for some of those bounces.
Powerful backhand. Caught by Ikeda at the 9 line. Urrutia from the left side. Cabrera's there. Urrutia powerfully from the left side. It passes. Rebote coming out. Douglas makes the save. Powerfully. Ikeda takes this in the air. A fine catch is made. Douglas, one-handed save. It had the distance. It's dropping. Urrutia has it.
Yeah.
The Cortada will score. Well played by all 4 players. A second point for Urrutia and Ikeda.
Well, look, it's just an incredible Rebote save to keep it going. Look how he adjusts. It's one hand in the basket, flicks it outside, but if Urrutia's got it here at the underserve line, he's going to score at a pretty high rate. Cortada contact with the sidewall, and you see it just knocks it down in the second bounce before Douglas can make the play.
Douglas picks the serve. The Filo will score. Kill shot to the outside. Outside placement scoring 2-2. Douglas serves.
Well, Douglas has certainly picked up the aggression in singles play. Now looking for him to translate that over to doubles. That's a great shot. The Filo is actually one of the lesser played shots to begin the season here at Jam Arena. The Costado straight outside, don't involve the side wall. It's just hard for the front quarter to recover and get back in position.
Ball tipped off the serve. That is a loss of point. Third point for Douglas and Cabrera of the Warriors.
Well, that's what you're going to get. Urrutia has been one of the most aggressive in terms of picking those serves this season. Double-edged sword. You know, sometimes you're going to tip one and give it away.
Looks like there was a, or there is, continues to be some wet spot on the court. Douglas went down to save that Rebote.
Yeah.
That might be where the transfer happened. Powerful serve by Douglas, dropping. Saved on the forehand of Ikeda. Ikeda light to the inside. Cabrera gets up there, makes the catch. Urrutia, backhand from the 7. Cabrera's there, backhand to the inside. Here's Ikeda. Urrutia brings it in at the 7 line, backhand. Caught deep in the backcourt. Rebote, forehand by Douglas. Urrutia has it, he winds up. Costado 2-all opens wide and scores. Beautifully executed 2-all by Urrutia. We're tied up at 3-3. Urrutia serves for the fireballs. Wow, nearly took out the front court judge.
Yeah, and Urrutia's game has translated really well to this court. He seemed comfortable even from the first go-around. I mean, that first doubles match, he was throwing shots like this. Right now in third, 20 kills and 50 attempts. Top 3 on the roster in both categories.
Douglas picks a difficult serve back to the outside. This one will score. Beautifully executed by Douglas. He has 4 points and the serve.
Well, Urrutia's throwing these serves hard, but again, he's not crossing the sidewall. That was an even more difficult catch, closer to the numbers, but Douglas picks it, and when he does, Urrutia's on a full sprint to try to beat him to the net, or beat the ball to the net, we should say. Not going to happen all too often, and he's quick.
Backhand by Ikeda. Carries it back court. Here's Cabrera. Difficult catch made by Ikeda at the side wall. Douglas calls for the rebote, looking for it on the left side. Back to the inside it goes. Ikeda gets to the corner, has a tip ball. 5 points for Douglas and Cabrera of the Warriors. Possible set point.
Well, rare miss there from Ikeda. He's actually been so solid here in the backcourt, outpacing Cabrera in total catch rate so far this season. This is a guy that not really a natural backcourter either. He's adjusted pretty quickly.
Rucci takes this on the forehand. Long cortada. Stopped by Cabrera. Cabrera puts it back inside. Rucci is there. Backhand. The center line powerfully thrown and caught by Cabrera. Rucci to the outside. Douglas makes the save.
Yeah. Whew. About the last inch of the front wall.
Cabrera scores. A 4th point for Urrutia and Ikeda. Still possible set point for Douglas and Cabrera.
Look, this backhand straight to the outside is a very smart throw. On this court with a lot more overhead screen to work with, you can get that ball over the opposing front quarter's head. It's a really long run for the back quarter to catch it in the air. More times than not, you're going to leave a difficult rebote, to which Urrutia attacked and converted.
Cabrera on the backhand. Off the hard serve by Urrutia. Here's Ikeda. Douglas on the forehand. Big right side. Will pass. Rebote coming out. Cabrera back to the inside. Ikeda's there. Urrutia backhand from the 8 line. Urrutia now at the sidewall. Big backhand. Gets this one to pass. Rebote coming out. Douglas is there. Fires it into the inside. That one shoots back down and scores. Point and set to Douglas and Cabrera of the Warriors. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Play our next set.
Boy, that's a great illustration of the importance of taking the ball in the air. You know, man, that ball touches the floor, get the chick-chack, and that point is over. In the Warriors' favor, 6-4. They take the opening set of the game day. In what is a rematch. I mean, these two teams played less than a week ago, Stu, just last Friday. It was Urrutia and Ikeda that came away with a win in straight sets, 6-3, 6-5. But here, Douglas and Cabrera take that opening set. Give you the rest of the slate today. Heavy doubles day, just 1 singles match, 5 doubles. So after this, we'll go to Division 2 doubles. That's Lalu and Nicholas against Alex and Manny, another rematch from last week. And then 4 new ones this year. So we got Division 5 singles, CRB against Bueno. Then Division 1 doubles, Urrutia and Nicholas will take on Douglas and Manny. Followed by Division 5, that's Lalu and Stan against Williams and Cabrera. Hey, that's a name. Williams will be subbing for Correa today, who is out. And then our final match, Division 4, CRB and Ikeda will take on Alex and Bueno. Those are the 6 matches in order tonight. Here between sets in our opening match of the game day.
Here we are in the player's cage. Focus on the fireballs. High degree of intensity there in that conversation.
In coming into this season, I mean, a lot of questions with this pairing. You know, knew what Urrutia was capable of in the front. It was a question of Ikeda in the back, and he's provided great support. As you said, outpacing Cabrera in terms of his catching. You wouldn't maybe expected that coming into this season. And look, Ikeda mostly a right-sided player, but he's catching on the left side very effectively too. And that's what you have to do a little bit more of in these top level of doubles. You see a lot more left side, and good, because that ball's a little closer to the side wall.
Absolutely. You can try to catch it with the right, but it'll trip you up.
A little dangerous. Second set here, ready to begin. Will be the fireballs with the serve.
We are ready to begin our second set. Reminder of the scoring here for Jai-Alai. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. There's a backhand by Cabrera. Carries deep into the backcourt. Caught on the forehand of Ikeda. Douglas now from the 7 line powerfully. Little clip. Caught by Ikeda. Ikeda from the right side. Douglas again. Backhand from the 7. Ikeda high and hard. Robote coming up the middle. Douglas plays it on the right side. Urrutia cuts it off. Here's Ikeda now. Backhand from the 9 line. Cabrera takes it in the air. Cortada by Douglas. Caught by Urrutia. Urrutia powerfully from the left side. Ikeda high and hard to the front wall. Douglas in the backcourt to make the play. Ikeda on the back wall. Good catch on the forehand. Urrutia, beautiful catch.
Comes flying in.
Yeah, his ability to stop the ball on the left side is really impressive. Ikeda pulls that off the wall on the left side. Well done. Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Robote forehand save. Douglas cuts it off. Inside placement. Read by Ikeda. He gets up there to make the play. Robote up the middle. Douglas is on it. Urrutia midcourt.
Oh,
Douglas got back
it.
in there, reached, and made the catch. That ball hits the choppa just under the pad. That's out of play. First point of the second set goes to Douglas and Cabrera.
I mean, just targeting Ikeda here in the backcourt. You don't want to give Urrutia the ball. Even off the Robote, he's done some damage this year, but trapping him in the corner when he can. This is a great adjustment. Douglas reaches in with one hand, and the Warriors end up getting that point later on. Great start to set two.
Cabrera takes this ball on the bounce. Backhand to the 10. Ikeda's there. Douglas powerfully from the forehand. Ikeda from the 9 line. Beautiful catch by Ikeda. Clean miss. Robote save. Spectacularly done by Urrutia. The 2-wall attempt caught the pad. That's out of play. 1-1 in the second set. Urrutia serves for the Fireballs.
I mean, there was space there, but you can tell Douglas heard the footsteps this time. Urrutia is quick, and he knows there's a few guys that you just have to throw it perfectly to beat them to the net. And Urrutia is one of them. Drops it a little bit low in the pad, and we know that pad is bad.
Powerful serve by Urrutia. Handled well in the backcourt. Here's the scoop by Ikeda. Cabrera on the backhand. Urrutia is there. Douglas left side. The backhand hits the back wall, comes out to the Robote. Fired from the forehand of Urrutia. Urrutia now from the 7 line. Ikeda deep in the backcourt. Makes the catch. Returns it. Douglas has it. Backhand. Ikeda in the corner now. Great catch. That ball clips the wall. Cabrera goes the outside, catches it in the air. Right side crossing the wall. Cut off by Urrutia. Back to the inside, and Cabrera on the catch. Cabrera again. Oh, this one just out of his cesta. Second point for Urrutia and Ikeda of the Fireballs. Urrutia serves.
Hey, look, as that ball was thrown by Ikeda, Cabrera told Douglas, you. I mean, he was tired. He threw about 6 or 7 in a row, just high lofting backhands. A little late to react, causes the miss and gives the Fireballs first lead.
That's a blasted serve by Urrutia. Here's the backhand. Douglas comes back to the 8 line to make the play. Ikeda takes it in the air. Bote forehand up high. Urrutia has it on the right side. Cortada thrown hard and low. Douglas is there. Douglas from the costado. Caught by Ikeda. Good pickup by Cabrera. Backhand. Urrutia calls for it. Saves the rebote. Cabrera again, this time from the 9 line. On the side wall, Urrutia makes the play. Ikeda. Cortada. Douglas gets in there, stops it on the backhand. Catch by Douglas. Back to the inside. Urrutia is there. Here's the backhand. Caught by Cabrera at the side wall. Backhand by Cabrera. Ikeda now from the 9 line. Cabrera on the forehand. High and hard to the front wall. Ikeda's there. Right side back to the inside. Cabrera takes it in the air. Douglas now on the left side. That's different. Catch by Ikeda.
Certainly was different. Not too harmful, though. Get that big bounce. Oh,
ball tipped on the side wall. That's a 3rd point for Urrutia and Ikeda. Urrutia has the serve. Douglas trying to change things up. I mean, definitely trying to change things up.
I was going to say, as long as Urrutia doesn't catch it in the air and throw a shot, it's not going to hurt you, but again, probably was caught between a few different looks right here. I mean, he's looking costado. He goes high, and you can tell right away. Just clipped a bit, too. Just didn't like it. Well, look, I mean, if Ikeda gets it at the 9 line on the right side, that's... Look, I think you're okay with that.
I'm okay with that?
You being the Warriors.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm okay with it. Pretty much everything.
But you're probably okay with it, too.
I am. Yeah. Good play. I'm happy. What a catch by Ikeda on the forehand. He brings it back over the top. Douglas is there. Drop shot.
There. Oh, no.
Ikeda got it before the second bounce. What a play. Oh, that's too high. That's out of play on the back wall. 2 points for Douglas and Cabrera. Douglas serves. Don't see many of those.
Well, Douglas going for the drop shot here, and Ikeda gets it. He hesitated and still got there. Look at this backhand, though. From Ikeda, no less. Hits up above the back wall and out of play.
Cabrera reaching behind him to make this catch. This one goes wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Cabrera's there. Backhand. Rebote for Urrutia. He goes to the floor to make the save.
Big bounce.
Oh, what a catch by Cabrera. He goes up the wall. He comes down with the ball. Rebote up the middle. Cabrera again. Backhand. To the backcourt, and Ikeda makes the catch. Douglas pulls that off the side wall. Great catch. The costado is wide. 4 points for Urrutia and Ikeda. Urrutia serves. More difficult to throw those costados when you're close to the side wall. Douglas, again, in singles we saw the other day, just playing it beautifully. The Philo earlier, straight to the outside placement from the costado, done beautifully. That one, that's a tricky shot.
And of any shot category, the 2-wall kills is where Douglas has the most. So he's got confidence. He's going to shoot it from anywhere.
Low runner to the inside, scooped by Ikeda. Rabote forehand by Urrutia. Cabrera advances to make the catch in the air. Ikeda from the forehand, high and hard to the front wall. Douglas is there. Douglas blasts this backhand, and Ikeda makes the catch. Cabrera has it on the forehand in the backcourt. Urrutia from the 7. Scoop by Cabrera. Beautiful catch off the wall by Cabrera. That's particularly difficult. He did that well. Here's Douglas. Cortada caught the top of the pad. That's out of play. 5 points for Fireballs. Urrutia and Ikeda. Possible set point. Douglas knew he wanted the cortada. He just was a little quick on the throw. You know, Urrutia is fast. He'll get in there.
Right. I mean, that's been consistent with a lot of these kills. He's missed a bunch of them low, which would mean he just kind of short-armed it. And, you know, it's a big factor of who's standing across from you. And Urrutia is as quick as they come.
Urrutia on the catch. Backhand. Low bullet to the inside and another scoop. Here's the backhand 2-all caught by Urrutia. Cortada by Urrutia will score. Point and set to Urrutia and Ikeda. 2 minutes on the board. We'll come back out and play our third and decisive set.
Well, split sets here in our opening match. Urrutia and Ikeda. Quite the response there, 6-2. They take that second set. And not as much, you know, explosive action up in the front as we're used to seeing with Urrutia out there. That was way more conservative play, and it seemed to actually play into the Fireball's hand a little bit more.
Definitely. Don't know that. Well, again, when you're specifically when you're talking about killing it with the 2-wall,
yeah,
you need to know who your competition is, and in this case, you got Douglas out there. He stops it on the right side. You're in trouble.
Right. I think both of these front quarters playing the same way, very weary of who is standing across, and they don't want to give each other an opportunity.
Oh, the same is absolutely true for Urrutia, because he'll stop it. He'll potentially even catch it on the left side, as we see him do. Here you have the warrior side of the player's cage.
There you see Bueno. He's coming out for singles. Division 5 against CRB. That's match number 3. Again, coming up next, we'll see Lalu and Nicholas against Alex and Manny in that Division 2 doubles matchup. Curious to see what version of Douglas we're going to get here in the third set, because, you know, set number 1, aggressive, played well, 6-4 in the Warriors' favor. Set 2, aggressive still, but the results didn't come with the shots. I mean, threw, what, 3 or 4 out of play. So does he continue to, you know, throw the shots, or does he become a little bit more conservative? We've always said, you know, when Douglas is at his best, he is aggressive, because when he doesn't throw shots, there's really nothing to be fearful of for the opponent, and they can just creep and creep inside, and if you let Urrutia creep, he'll kill you all day. So let's see here, Stu. Third set, Warriors will have the serve. That's Douglas to begin play.
Come on. Powerful serve by Douglas is caught by Ikeda. Here's the backhand. Ikeda at the side wall makes the play. Urrutia from the 8 line. Powerful, powerful backhand. Rabote coming out. Douglas eyes on the Rabote. Fires it back. Ikeda stops it in the air. Douglas back. just before the 8 line. Powerful backhand. Douglas read that well, moved to the outside, has a missed ball on the costado rebote. First point of the decisive third set for Urrutia and Ikeda.
Yeah, I mean, Douglas, one of the most reliable rebotes. You don't see that all too often. It was a little bit of a jam ball. I mean, kind of a weird kick off the front, but still, tell Douglas he would expect to save that.
Yeah,
one
he followed
day.
it well to the outside, but
Right, that's usually the key. You don't foul it, but he was on it the whole way. Oh, look at
excellent
Ikeda.
catch by Ikeda. He takes it on the bounce. Here's Douglas. He also takes it on the bounce. Powerfully to the inside. Here's the backhand by Ikeda. Cabrera goes to the outside. Fine catch. Urrutia from the 6 line. Low bullet. Caught in the air by Douglas. Cortada by Douglas. Stopped by Ikeda. Here's the backhand. To the outside. That lands in and scores. Two points for Urrutia. Ikeda. Urrutia serves.
Tell you what, I know this isn't the intent, but man, if you can find that spot, you know, we'll see you playing into May. I mean, you just can't get it there.
Powerful backhand, crossing the wall.
Oh, that opened up
My, oh
a
my.
lot.
That's a point for Douglas and Cabrera here in the third set. Douglas has the serve. Yeah, that was a bullet.
No, I mean, we haven't really seen how all the rebotes react, and that one, kind of like the 3-wall before, opened up hard and to the outside.
Ikeda moves to the outside, makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Cabrera up high, backhand to the inside. At the side wall, Ikeda is there. Ball tipped down low. A third point for Urrutia and Ikeda of the Fireballs. Urrutia serves.
I don't think it does it justice how difficult those catches are along the sidewall. I went out to practice yesterday with
I
some
noticed.
players after the performance. If the ball was within a foot of the sidewall, my hands were there, but my butt and my body were like 3 feet away. I didn't want to go anywhere near that sidewall. For Ikeda to get in there with no fear and pull it off the wall like that. And one of the refs was giving me some grief, and rightfully so. I was like stepping out of the box, but it's scary.
We'll talk later. Andrew.
So sometimes you just got to just take one off the leg, and then you'll be good.
Or recognize that you're good at golf and leave the highlight to the guys on the court. Rebote coming out.
You know what, Stu? I appreciate that. Thank you.
Scoop by Cabrera. Here's Ikeda. I really don't want to dissuade anybody, but and you do sometimes catch well, but either stick with it or
Now this sidewall is not doing. No. I think we're out.
What a catch by Ikeda on the hop back to the inside.
Oh, big bounce. Yeah.
Picada will score. Beautifully thrown. A fourth point for Urrutia and Ikeda. Urrutia serves.
It's just a frustrating look on both Warriors' faces, too. I mean, Ikeda with the picada gets it on the floor.
Look at that bounce.
Yeah, I mean, it's close enough to Douglas. I think Cabrera was thinking he's got to cut that off, but you don't hear the communication. You can't expect he's going to make the play.
I mean, true Picada.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
And with the right side, too, you're going to get that a little bit more.
Cabrera, backhand to the inside. Urrutia pulls that off the sidewall.
I mean, those catches when they cross and drop low are, man.
Douglas
so
calls
tough.
for it. Scoop, high on the left side of Douglas. Drop shot inside.
Man.
Ikeda all over it. Here's the backhand caught by Cabrera. Cabrera going for the carom. Urrutia
called him
in the
off.
backcourt now. Cabrera on the catch, backhand. Low runner. Ikeda back to the inside, makes the scoop at the 10 line. Douglas, midcourt. Drop shot. Urrutia takes off. Oh, he's got it. Placement to the inside, scores. 5 points for Urrutia and Ikeda. Possible set, possible match point. Oof.
Well, it's been a team effort, really. I mean, you can't say that Urrutia is just killing these warriors. I mean, Ikeda's doing a lot of work here in the backcourt.
I think, has been, for the most part, flawless in the backcourt.
It was that first set. He missed a few. Was it 2 balls? And from that point on, I mean, he has been perfect.
Sense.
Ooh, that's dropping.
That's the backhand by Cabrera. Low runner, scooped up by Ikeda. Ikeda, big backhand, clearing the screen. Cabrera pie on the left side. Cabrera again, backhand from the 10. Urrutia will take this in the air. Backhand, powerfully thrown and caught by Cabrera. Little clip. Urrutia makes the catch. Forehand, 2 pass. Cabrera with the save. It's a 2-all, beautifully executed by Cabrera to score. What a shot. 2 points for Douglas and Cabrera. Still possible match point for Urrutia and Ikeda.
Well, he certainly went for that one. Look at the numbers here. Yeah, I think that's the first 2-wall attempt, and specifically off the rebote. That is as good as it gets.
Here's the backhand by Ikeda, caught in the air by Cabrera. Cabrera keeps it inside. So that other player is a close relative that I sometimes, get them mixed up.
Of course.
They look the same. Douglas on the catch. Here's a backhand from the 7. Oh, that ball's tipped deep in the backcourt. A 3rd point for Douglas and Cabrera in the 3rd set. Possible match point still for the Fireballs. Douglas serves.
Well, a little more believable at this point now. 5-3, and again, Douglas can rattle off 3 good shots. Or Cabrera, too, for that matter.
Ikeda on the forehand, makes the catch. Hard right side, crossing the sidewall. What a catch! High overhead by Cabrera, beautifully made. Douglas on the catch, backhand from the 7. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, saved by Urrutia. Douglas has this on the bounce. Powerful forehand to Ikeda on the right side. Douglas is there, backhand from the 7. To the back wall, out to the rebote. Douglas towards the backcourt, makes the catch. This is a hard backhand. Rebote coming out to the inside. Urrutia is on it. Cabrera's there. Here's the backhand by Ikeda. Douglas behind the 8 line to make the play. High and hard to the back wall. Rebote coming out. Fired from the forehand of Urrutia, caught by Cabrera. Ikeda now. Ikeda from the side wall. Backhand keeps it in play. Douglas to the back court. Big backhand. Rebote coming out on a high bounce. Urrutia has it. Douglas is there. Douglas low and hard and caught by Urrutia.
Right on the
Cabrera
wall.
at the wall makes the play. Douglas from the left side again. Ikeda takes it in the air. Backhand. Urrutia, backhand. Hard to the inside, and Cabrera with another fine catch. Urrutia calls for the rebote. Fires it from the forehand to the outside. Douglas to the outside. He makes a save. That one takes off. Ikeda's got it in the air. Juggling on the catch of Ikeda. That is a 4th point for Douglas and Cabrera.
And you could just tell that ball, the way it reacted off the front wall, had a lot of spin. And
there's the bobble. I mean, that's a tough call. Usually comes out a little more than that, but
front court judge was on it. Again, 3 points that have happened pretty quickly. That 2-wall from Cabrera was probably one of the shots of the year. I mean, from deep in the backcourt. And now it's starting to believe a little bit. I mean, everything that happened previously, you could kind of wipe it away. Now it's just 2 points. Douglas and Cabrera playing confident. They can do it.
Here's the backhand by Ikeda. It passes. Robote at the sidewall dropping. Douglas makes the save. That's inside. Ikeda's there. Backhand. This one caught by Cabrera. Cabrera makes the catch in the air. Hard forehand. Kicks up. Ikeda makes the catch. Douglas, powerful backhand. Ball ruled to have been tipped in the backcourt. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at 5-5 in the third and final set. This is match point.
Ikeda frustrated, and Urrutia telling him the right thing. Don't worry about that miss. We just need this point right here. All the pressure on the world now on the Fireballs, and the Warriors with a chance to steal this one away. See how it ends.
Powerful backhand. Douglas makes the catch at the 8 line. Ikeda, fine catch, a difficult catch in the backcourt. On the wall the whole way in, Cabrera's there. Robote coming right up the middle. Urrutia is on it. To the inside he goes.
Kicked up.
Powerful, powerful backhand. Robote coming in low. Douglas makes the save. Urrutia picks it off, winds up. Goes to the inside. Douglas gets in there, makes the catch in the air. So does Ikeda. Cabrera from the 10 line. Cabrera now from the 9. Urrutia from the backcourt. Powerful backhand, low and hard and caught by Cabrera. Ikeda at the back wall, forehand. Oh, that took off and hit the rail just under the top pad.
What a finish.
Point in a hard-fought match. Hard-fought match for Douglas and Cabrera, taking it 6-5 in the third and final set.
Absolutely right, Stu. What a match. Tightly contested, late into a third set, and what a comeback by Douglas and Cabrera. 5 straight points to steal that first match of the game day. Coming up next, Division II doubles. Lalu and Nicholas will take on Alex and Manny.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Winners of our first match there, Douglas and Cabrera. Boy, what a comeback that was in the third set, sparked by Cabrera, that long Robote 2-all from the backcourt. I mean, what did you see? Can you talk about that shot selection that really sparked the run?
My captain here always says, just shoot it, and I shot it. You know, 5-1, we got nothing to lose there, you know, and it gave us the momentum to come back into the match. So just shoot it, go for it. I know that's what I do with the backhand 2-walls. I know Stu will hate it, but you know, you got to try it.
Yeah, and Douglas, too.
Because you missed it.
I mean, getting your team.
It landed in.
It did land in for the record. I mean, Douglas, just an incredible comeback. I mean, how do you slow down Urrutia? And this was a team that just beat you guys less than a week ago.
Yeah, man, it's hard to do. They catch a lot. So I don't think stamina is our game lots of times. But, man, that was a battle. You know, they played great. You know, we were down 5-1 in that third set. And, you know, a lot of people would give up, and we fought, and we ended up getting the win. So it's a big momentum builder for the rest of the game day. So
way to keep your head in the game, guys. I mean, that was really good. And I mean, I would just, Douglas, if I were you, I mean, if my backcourt threw a backhand 2-all and Urrutia just gobbled it up like that, I just would have like.
Well, luckily we ended up winning the match, so that's all that matters. People forget about their backhand.
By the way, that was the second set, which we lost. So
Yeah.
Great game, guys.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Division 2 doubles coming up next. Lalu and Nicholas try to get the fireballs on the board here as they take on Alex and Manny. Lalu and Nicholas 1-1 so far this season. Alex and Manny, they're 1-2. That one win for Lalu and Nicholas came against this Alex and Manny team just last Friday. 6-1, 6-5 in straight sets. Fireball's looking for the regular season sweep right here. Again, in doubles, you play the same ranked teams twice. And in singles, divisions 2 through 5, you play each other once. In the top division of singles, you play every opponent twice. That's how the schedule works, folks. Match number 2, ready to begin here. Fireballs have the serve.
Lalu serves, we begin. Catch by Manny overhead on the right side. Well played. Here's Nicholas. Manny from the forehand. Hard over the top. Lalu stops it. Cortada caught the top of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. First point to Lalu and Nicholas.
Well, that's Alex's game, aggressive with the right side, and if he's going to throw some kill shots, most of them are going to be played towards that side wall. Just a little bit low, gives one away early on. Bullet of a serve coming in from Lalu.
Powerful serve by Lalu. Here's the backhand. Nicholas is there. Alex up high, forehand, played back. Nicholas takes it in the air, backhand from the 8 line. Alex, way in the backcourt. Big right side. Ooh, that one scores. 1-1. Alex serves for the Warriors.
And what you're noticing in this match, a little different than the previous one, is the amount of right side. I mean, both of these players, front quarters, Alex and Lalu, throw some of the highest percentage. Alex is nearly 60% of his throws from the forehand, Lalu about 45%.
Cortada's serve was read by Nicholas. He comes in to make the play. Manny on the catch at the 10 line. Lalu off the wall, backhand to the inside. Manny's there. Alex has it on the backhand from the 7 line. He lifts it to the back wall, out to the rebote. That's a point for Lalu and Nicholas. Lalu serves.
Well, what made that rebote so good? I mean, it was crossing the side wall deep in the backcourt, right where Manny was trying to make that catch. You know, he just couldn't have placed it any better. And it's a bullet when it hits the back wall, too. Got to get out of the way.
Nicholas on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 9 line. Alex takes him off of that one. Lalu has it. Throws the backhand powerfully to the inside. Alex is there. Nicholas takes it on the bounce. Low and hard, and Alex stops it. Ball tipped on the side wall. A 3rd point for Lalu and Nicholas. The fireballs, Lalu serves.
And most of the backcourters in this second division catch rate near about 95, 97%, somewhere in that range. Manny, one of the lowest at 94. It's not huge, but a couple percentage points make a big difference across a 3-set match.
Manny over the top powerfully. Nicholas sends it from the right side. Rebote. It's a good save by Alex.
Yeah, that's in play.
Cortada will score from the forehand of Lalu. 4 points for Lalu and Nicholas. Lalu serves.
Yeah, great play with the side wall on that Cortada. What we've seen is the guys that don't overthrow him tend to score a little bit more. You control it, get the play, it'll drop down. You throw it too hard, sometimes the backcourter can make it easier to catch on it.
Nicholas, tremendous catch in the corner. Nicholas again, this time from the 9 line to the inside. Alex takes it in the air. That ball kicks up and into the overhead screen. A second point for Alex and Manny of the Warriors. Alex serves.
Just lacking a bit of control on that rebote. You could tell it escaped, thrown to the outside, and ultimately kicked up and in that screen. Cortada's serve. Nicholas moved up.
Ball tipped in the backcourt. 5 points for Lalu and Nicholas. Possible set point.
Yeah, I mean, you throw that Cortada serve, it gets too far to the outside. You leave Manny on an island here in the back, and they can just blast that low runner to him on the wall, on the bounce. Doesn't matter. It's going to be a tough catch.
Manny makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Ooh. Ball tipped by Nicholas in the corner. A third point for Alex and Manny. Alex has the serve.
Just shot right back at his legs, too, once he missed it. That's why that corner is dangerous. Good adjustment.
Powerful backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote by Alex. Here's Nicholas. Manny has it in the air at the 9 line. Puts it back to the inside. Good catch by Nicholas. Alex in the backcourt. Backhand from the 8 line. Back to the inside on the wall where it scores. 4 points for Alex and Manny.
Again, to start this year, we've seen just so many more misses along the side wall. Concrete compared to whatever it was before. That'll do it to you.
Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Alex is there. It was a composite sidewall.
Ah, there it is.
There you go. Rebote forehand. Lalu gets in there. Costado 2-all will score. Point and set for Lalu and Nicholas. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
Quite the 2-wall there from Lalu. You know, that's the one thing with his game. If he can establish consistency with the shots to the outside of the court, in you know, outside placements, the 2-walls, the splitters, that, I mean, Lalu could, it's just so much more room to grow out here. I mean, exclusively, it's Cortadas and drop shots are the main. Just forces the opposing front quarter to play to the net and opens up so much space out there on the court for him to do whatever he likes after that.
Timed it perfectly.
Yeah, it really was. And Nicholas is, you know, hard to say there's a better backcourt partner in all of battlecourt. First of all, he catches everything. He's got a great left side, but also the mental game, too. He's as strong as it comes. You know, you lose a point, Nicholas resets very quickly. He's not too worried about the scoreline. He takes it 1 point at a time, which I really liked. See, both teams actually already out there pretty early. Still a little bit to go in this set break. Did the Warriors leave the court at all, Stu?
They did.
Just a quick
Not
lead.
for long.
No, I mean, kind of their MO, you know. They take a quick break, get to the bench, and then come right back out there. They're eager to get the second set started, and, you know, first match went the way of the Fireballs. The first set went that way. See if the Warriors can change it up. Alex will have the serve when we begin set number 2. You know, for Alex, too, he's second in terms of total kills this year in doubles, and he doesn't throw a lot of 2-walls either. I mean, he mixes it up. Filos, splitters, drop shots, Cortadas, even the 3-wall. He's the league leader in that category. So you never quite know what Alex is going to throw, and that makes him such a tough guy to play against. But we'll see if he can get it going here in set number 2.
Alex serves in our second set has begun. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Powerfully thrown into the corner, out to the rebote. Alex with a save that caught the top of the pad. First point for Lalu and Nicholas of the Fireballs.
Can't do much with that rebote when it's right along the side wall. He just tried to flick it up there, but didn't have enough power.
So tough to make that play. Manny comes over the top. Nicholas will take that overhead on the bounce. Big right side, way outside. That lands out of play. 1-1. Alex serves.
Well, there you can really see it. Nicholas was inside along the sidewall. That ball traveled middle wall, and it just opened up to the outside. That's a missed serve.
Outside serve, hit the pad. Second serve must be good. Good.
We talked about mixing it up with the shots. He'll mix it up with the serves, too.
Here's the backhand by, and Nicholas caught by Manny on the 10 line. Big right side follows. Lalu, midcourt. Powerful forehand. Goes to the outside and scores. Two points for Lalu and Nicholas. Lalu serves. I don't think that Alex has been paying attention to the tutorial. When thrown with Escapa, straight to the back wall when the ball's fresh, it goes to the outside.
I just saw it with Nicholas, too.
That ball is tipped. A third point for Lalu and Nicholas. Lalu serves.
Well, you know, I get that it's very frustrating, and I don't play professional Jai-Alai. But again, it is the same for both teams. That's the one thing I will say is it's very even and it's very predictable. Even though that bounce might not be predictable, it is predictable what it does if you throw it with a little bit of a scapa. I mean, it's.
Alex comes over the top. Here's Nicholas, low and hard. Alex is there. Fine catch, powerful backhand. Caught down low by Nicholas. Alex, great catch at the sidewall. Keeps the backhand inside. Alex again, this time from the 9 line. Manny on the catch, brings it over the top. Lalu going for that on the bounce, about the 7 line. That's a second point for Alex and Manny. The Warriors, Alex serves.
Lalu's on the move, backing up, and trying to pick that one up on the bounce. Very difficult catch.
Alex gets in there, makes the catch at the 8 line. Backhand.
Alex is sprinting cross court after these serves to get in there and not try to leave Manny alone.
Lalu makes the catch. Powerful, powerful backhand. Robote coming in low. Alex makes a great save. Here's Nicholas. Hard from the left side to the inside. Alex, what a catch on the sidewall. Beautifully played.
Bounced off the wall like it was a trampoline, and that's concrete.
Alex. I mean, that's Alex.
Wow.
Powerful, powerful forehand. Kicks up too high and hits the overhead screen. It's out of play. We're tied up. 3-3, Alex serves.
But truthfully, most of the points in this set have been won kind of that way. Again, it just escapes a bit. And that kicked up and out of play. Know what's going to happen. Just got to adjust.
Big backhand by Nicholas. Robote for the left side of Alex. Lalu reaches behind him to make the catch. Manny's there in the backcourt. Backhand. Caught by Nicholas. Fine catch by Manny on the bounce. Lalu will take it in the air at the 6 line. Back to the inside. Robote left side by Alex. Nicholas calls for it, makes the catch, sends it back. Robote to the inside. Manny keeps it on the forehand. Picaba. Brought in by Lalu in the front court off the bounce. Big backhand coming out to the Robote. Alex. Nicholas now on the backhand from the 8 line to the inside. Manny's there. Forehand Robote by Alex. Lighter touch. Lalu has it. Cortada. Stopped by Alex. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Caught by Nicholas. High and hard to the back wall. Alex is there. Robote, left side by Alex. Scoop by Lalou. Karen by Lalou. Stop by Alex. Alex powerfully from the forehand. What a catch and return by Nicholas. Alex outside a placement to score. What a point.
Yeah. 3 straight for the Warriors to retake the lead, 4-3. How about this run? Alex on the rebote. Look at the scoop by Lalou. That's such an aggressive combination.
It's a nice carom, but Alex was all over it.
No. When you throw shots to the outside, they have to be just perfect on Alex. Look at this catch. Nicholas knew he was going to juggle it, so he got it off very quickly. And then this outside placement, the control is perfect.
Beautifully
he didn't
done.
need to blast it, just had to get it in and got both fireballs moving back to the inside. So well done.
Lalou picks the serve.
Look
Drop
at
shot.
Alex.
Alex
Look at
takes off.
Alex.
He's there. Drop shot.
Oh, that's nasty.
That scores.
Our good friend Ron out there, Stu, will be happy to know the droppier drop shot prevails once again. Lalou throws one. Alex gets there, and look at this. He's got him back it up. I'll throw a drop shot, too. Just got the second bounce. Well done.
Very well done. Possible set point for Alex Manning.
I guess we have a couple friends, Ron. We should have spelled. He knows who he is.
Beautiful catch by Manny in the corner. Backhand stays inside, and Nicholas is there. Rebote coming out. Alex forehand rebote, powerfully thrown. Caught by Nicholas. Manny on the rebote.
Oh, my.
Off his footing, that ball lands just wide. A fourth point for Lalou and Nicholas. The fireballs still possible. Set point for Alex and Manny.
Yeah, and a majority of the points that the Fireballs have won have been very quick, short rallies where they've targeted Manny here in the back. That's exactly what they did. They put one low and hard right on the wall. You saw him get out there for the rebote and just couldn't do a lot with it. Came up on him quick.
Hard serve by Lalou.
Oh,
Outside
my.
placement
Oh,
by Manny is a little wide.
Oh.
5-5, set point. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I love the outside placement as a throw
You
to
just
break
need to
the rhythm.
execute it. Yeah, absolutely.
To break the rhythm, like so early in the point, to potentially give one away. Tough. 5-5 comes down to this point. See if the Warriors can extend the match.
Backhand, powerfully thrown by Manny. Here's Nicholas. Alex, aggressively from the 8 line to the inside. Nicholas is there. Into the corner, rebote forehand, powerfully thrown by Alex. What a catch by Manny. Great control. Lalou's there. Alex from the 8 line, backhand to the inside. And Nicholas, backhand now from the 9 line. Alex playing deep. Alex calls for the rebote. Rebote to the inside. Manny now from the 10 line. Nicholas will keep it on the right side. Big right side. Caught on the forehand of Manny. Manny brings it over the top. Lalou takes it on the bounce. Backhand from the 7. Manny at the back wall makes the catch. Powerful backhand follows. Rebote for Lalou. Manny now from the right side again. Lalou has it on the backhand. Nicholas to the outside from the right side. Manny takes it in the air, backhand from the 8 line. Robote to the outside will score. Point and set for Alex and Manny of the Warriors. 2 minutes to go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
Going into the set, that's what at least I was mentioning the 2 walls, Stu. Doesn't throw a lot of them, and Lalu caught napping there off the Robote to give the Warriors the 6-5 set victory. In what was a set where they led most of the way. So again, probably would have given it away had they lost, but give themselves another chance here to win this second match of the game day. Warriors already won the opening match. There it is, 1-0 in that game day score, but split sets here. Up next, CRB and Bueno will go at it, Division 5 singles.
And you are watching the World Jai-Alai League live from the Jam Arena in Miami, Florida.
Speaking of the Jam Arena, Stu, I heard it's open tomorrow night. Every Friday this regular season, come on down. We are open to the public. Doors open at 6:30 Eastern time, of course. And play begins at 7. Well, we should say, look at this 2 wall, Stu. Something funny? So, Stu, are you good? In and out, Stu.
Did you see? I saw stars. Did you sense I was going to say something about that?
Maybe, yeah. Well, last weekend we had, what was it, a bunch of Miami sports legends out here. Just awesome. You got to see Michael Vick throw a forehand, at the end of the game day. How about that, Stu? Pretty cool.
Yes, he was here.
Along with, I mean, Ray Lewis, Lawrence Taylor, Cornelius Bennett, Levon Hernandez, all those guys. We thank them for coming out and hope the folks had fun. I know we did, Stu.
We did? We always do. It's Jai-Alai.
Yes.
How can you not have fun around Jai-Alai?
Well, in addition to this entertainment, they have the activation area. You can play some games over there, too, and potentially win some prizes. So, hey, you can come in and enjoy the Jai-Alai and leave with some cash, Stu. What could be better?
We're ready to begin our second set. Lalu has the serve. A powerful serve coming in by Lalu. Here's the backhand by Manny. Robote by Alex. Nicholas takes it on the bounce. Excellent catch by Manny. Big backhand. Robote not coming out to be played. First point for Alex and Manny of the Warriors. Alex serves.
Again, that ball just took 2 bounces before it arrived to Lalu. Not what he was expecting.
Powerful backhand by Nicholas. Manny's there, down low. Powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Lalu's on it, sidearm. Robote, Alex pulls it off the side wall, and a beautiful catch. Nicholas on the backhand. From the 9 line to the inside, along the wall the whole way. Robote coming out. Alex puts it back on the wall. What a catch by Nicholas. Into the corner, and Manny's there.
Boy, Alex is deep.
Yeah, he's been playing deep most of the game.
Deeper, yeah.
I mean, any deeper, we're going to have to give him a microphone. Here's the catch by Manny. Manny from the forehand. Nicholas is there. Manny on the back wall. Great catch. Robote, that rebound off the back wall played powerfully by Alex. Caught by Lalu. Manny takes that on the bounce. High overhead. Lalu takes that on the bounce. Forehand to the inside. Manny again overhead. Right side. Comes back. Lalu is there. Robote forehand by Alex.
It looks like Alex is telling Manny to go outside. I think the last 2 he said, I think it's open, but We'll see.
What a catch by Manning off the bounce. Brings it over the top. Lalu is there. Powerfully from the forehand. Lower for Manny. He makes the play.
That opens. Wow.
That rebote goes to the outside and lands out of play. A second point for Alex and Manny. Alex serves.
A premium on passing, also a premium on control with the rebote. I mean, you're seeing that all day long today. A lot of these escaping outside.
Rebote left side, 2-all. Costado 2-all stopped by Lalu. Cortada by Lalu. That will score on the second bounce. Fireballs on the board with a point. Lalu serves.
Perfectly thrown with that cortada right there. Play with the sidewall, just kills all the speed and gets it to drop down in front of Alex.
This is the risk we have with throwing 2-alls. I mean, you know, we have people demanding it. We have people sending us letters and cards and postcards from all over the world saying, have them throw more shots. And it's, well, you know, it can be risky.
Absolutely.
Rebote for Alex. Alex powerfully. Lalu in perfect position to make this backhand. Alex with the hop. Cortada on the return. I couldn't tell which fireball wound up with the ball, but one of them did. Nicholas on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Rebote on the inside. Alex is there. Plays it high. Lalu cuts it off. Winds it up. Costado caught the wood. Is out of play. A third point for Alex and Manny. Alex serves. Just in a little too much of a hurry to throw the shot. I mean, it was a really good thought by Lalu. Really good thought by Lalu. Just wide.
And he's still, you know, working on that Costado. I mean, more of a right-sided player, so once that gets going, should open things up for this team and the Fireballs.
Big backhand by Nicholas. Rebote comes to the 6th line. Nicholas up high, makes the catch. Back carom. Lands in and scores. Well done by Nicholas. 2 points for the Fireballs. Lalu is serving.
A rare kill from the backcourt in doubles. We've seen fewer, I believe. I mean, certainly this season compared to last year. The backhand 2-alls don't really work. The backcourters aren't as close towards the front wall to throw those shots. But Nicholas made his way up and threw a perfect one. Cuts the deficit to 1.
Here's Nicholas on the backhand. Manny, great catch in the corner. Powerful backhand. Caught by Nicholas overhead on the left side. Rebote, wow, this one takes off. I mean, like, really takes off. Lalu got to it. Great read of a difficult ball. That ball's in play. Here's Alex. Nicholas makes the catch. Alex ducks. Here's the forehand. Caught in the air by Manny. Great catch over the top. Lalu is there. Backhand blasted to the corner. Out to the rebote. Alex makes the play. Cortada, stopped by Alex, and a brilliant catch on the left side.
Need contact with the sidewall on those cortadas, or else the catch is so much easier.
Lalu, low hard backhand.
Tough one.
Manny digs out the rebote. What a play. Big right side. Rebote coming out. Alex eyes on the rebote, sends it. Ball's flying everywhere. Back to the inside. Lalu followed it. Alex, great eyes, makes the catch. Drop shot. Caught by Lalu. This is quite a point, huh?
Yeah. Didn't want to overthrow that backhand either. Oh, rips it off the wall.
Nicholas, powerful backhand. Rebote. That rebound off the back wall comes out. Nicholas is there again. Nicholas now from the forehand, a powerful right side. Manny saves the rebote with a light touch. Lalu moves in. Lalu, backhand from the 7, powerfully from the left side. Lalu has the catch. Another bullet from the left side. To the back wall, out to the rebote. Alex makes the save. Nicholas will take this one on the bounce. Forehand, played to pass, stopped by Manny and a great catch. Fires one over the top, Lalu is there.
Boy, Manny had some struggles in the first set, and a little bit of the second, but he is locked in now.
What a catch by Lalu, ripping that off the side wall on the left side. Here's Manny again. Nicholas from the 7 line. Nicholas from the right side. What a catch by Manny off the wall. Beautifully played. Manny takes this on the bounce. Right side, looking to pass. Cut off by Nicholas behind the 9 line. Rebote saved by Alex. Lalu taking on the bounce on the forehand.
Aggressive catch.
Cortada by Alex. Stopped by Lalu before the second bounce. Lalu again, backhand from the 6 to the outside. Manny gets out there to make the catch. Forehand. This one's caught by Nicholas. Lalu calls for the rebote. Rebote forehand. Ball tipped by Alex at the 8 line.
What a point.
Tremendous point played by all 4 players. We're tied up 3-3 here in the third and final set.
And after all that, it's a perfectly thrown forehand rebote once again. That right side from Lalu making an impact in the third set.
Big backhand by Manny. Nicholas is there. Nicholas again to the inside. Manny has it at the 9 line. Tremendous catch by Nicholas. Powerful backhand. Rebote to Alex. Alex puts it back inside with a bounce. Nicholas handles it well.
Yeah, backed up too.
Rebote forehand, powerfully thrown by Alex and caught by Nicholas. Another powerful backhand. Rebote for Alex. Lalu now in there with the right side. Karam, read by Alex, stopped by Alex. Cortada by Alex will score. A 4th point for Alex and Manny here in the third set. Alex serves.
Yeah, and the only category where Lalu and Nicholas have a negative differential and their point results are off of winners. They've only thrown 3 this year coming into it, and their opponents have scored on 9. That's a -6, and Alex again threw a 2-wall to end the second set. Another Cortada right here.
Cortada there, beautifully thrown.
It's just, it's not too aggressive of a Fireballs team. They could let some teams hang around.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good.
Oh,
Rebote missed.
Yeah.
We are at 4-4. In the third set, Lalu serves.
Just a little miscommunication there in the corner. Alex was set up for the rebote. Manny didn't know if he was there, stepped in front of it. Now we're all tied up, 4-4, late in this third set. What a day it's been, Stu. Third set, tight matches to start it off.
Aggressive play by all the players. Manny on the catch, backhand from the 8 line, powerfully thrown to the inside. Nicholas is there. Rebote saved by Alex. That's a great play Nicholas from deep in the backcourt on the left side. Alex Rabote. Oh, what a catch by Nicholas. Picaba stopped on the bounce by Manny.
Did Lalu try to scoop that and clean miss it? I think he did.
I don't know if he did or he was pulling his cesta in if Nicholas called him off.
Something happened there.
Exactly.
But it was a clean miss either way.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Alex playing deep. Powerful backhand. Nicholas makes the catch. Rotate forehand by Alex. Takes a bounce, and Nicholas is there. That ball is missed on the left side of Alex. Lalu and Nicholas have 5 points in the third set. This is possible match point.
Look, that one came off the side wall at a little sharper angle. That's twice now that Alex is ranging back for some of these catches and have just missed them. It complicates it a little bit more. He's on the move, but these are not easy. Chance for the fireball is to end it right here.
Here's the backhand by Manny, powerfully thrown. Rabote coming out to Lalu, played from the left side, little clip. Manny has it on the right side in the backcourt. Oh, juggling on the catch of Manny. That is point, set, and match to the fireballs. Lalu and Nicholas winning at 6-4 in the third set.
Yeah, outlasting these Warriors. Just too shy of the maximum. And Lalu and Nicholas come away. The first win of the day for these fireballs and have tied it up 1-1. One and only singles match next. And we got CRB taking on Bueno coming up in just a few minutes. Let's take a look at some replays from match number 2. Rabote laid up there while Lou moves in. Yeah, that 2-wall early in the match, but that's quite the highlight for Lalu. Really well thrown. Forehand here, opening to the outside. Look at Alex. Yeah, I mean, he's following that ball, but you see it's moving everywhere, just knuckling around. To the left side, there's Alex. Lalu on it. Picks it off along the wood. Look how he drops down to throw the cortada.
Cortada's really been working here since we've made the move. Dying off that side wall.
Into the third set here. It's Nicholas coming in from the backcourt. Throws a successful 2-wall to Karen. That kind of got the fireballs going a bit. They were down and then came back and won that third set 6-4, giving them their one win of the game day to tie things up. Look at that jam-packed standing so far through the first.
Was that a play on words just now?
No.
Jam-packed?
I wish I could say it was. But no, 2.5 points for the Cyclones and Chargers tied for first place, and then 3-way tie there for third. Remember, only the top 4 teams make the playoffs, so again, one of those teams at 1.5 would be out if it started today. That's why those tiebreakers are important, Stu. I've been telling people. Lalu and Nicholas over in the cage after their win. Congratulations, guys. Second time you've played this team in a week. What was the strategy today that got you that third set victory?
Felicitaciones en haber ganado este partido. Felicitaciones en haber ganado este partido. Esta es la segunda vez que van contra este mismo equipo en menos de una semana. ¿Cuál fue la estrategia?
Es que conocimos bien el equipo porque jugamos la semana pasada contra ellos y lo sabemos cómo jugar, pero al revés es un partido difícil y creo que terminamos bien el partido.
Well, because we went against them last week, we got to know them a lot better as a pair, and it was still a very difficult match, but we were able to come out on top.
Awesome, guys. Great win. You tied up the game day. Good luck in your next 2 matches. Thank you.
Thank you. And happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday to Lalu's dad out there. You got to win for him. We got some singles next, Stu. Division
Wait a second,
5.
he said that in English, didn't he?
He did.
But he won't talk to you in English.
CRB and
Andrew.
Bueno here. CRB 0-1 this season. Bueno, he's 1-0.
Should have picked up that bar tab, Andrew.
Not the first time I've been told that.
Fault. Underserve. We begin this singles match with an underserve. Second serve must be good. Second serve is good. Here's the backhand by Bueno. CRB was committing to the back. Has the speed to get out of there. Bueno up high. 2-all. Doesn't open. CRB's got it. Returns a 2-all. That's out. Bueno gets the first point of the first set.
Look. CRB got himself in perfect position. It just left a little to be desired with the 2-wall. It also reacts a lot differently off the side and front wall than he's used to. So, again, with a lot of these lower-ranked players, too, it's going to take maybe a little bit more time to adjust.
It's a great catch by CRB coming off the side wall. Bueno is there. Backhand from the 7-line. Rebote or CRB. Wow, hooked that to the outside and into the pad. Bueno has 2 points and the serve.
And look, CRB trained from scratch. What was it, about 7 years ago now? One of the original
Began in
members
2019.
of this program.
Absolutely.
Again, Bueno, kind of the same path. He and CRB came in the same year, but a little bit more traditional experience. He's noted that he really likes this court. He played great in doubles.
He was a ball boy here once upon a time.
Oh, back in the day? Good fun facts, too.
Rebote, a dropping and scoring. 3 points for Bueno. Of the Warriors, he serves. That's right, when you're a ball boy, or once upon a time when you're an employee here at the historic Miami Jai-Alai, you got some court time with that.
Yeah. A little different here with the glass back wall, and maybe a different ball, but still, Bueno seems very comfortable and knows a lot of the angles here. And he's been throwing a bunch of shots, too, which he didn't do previously.
Yeah, he has been. Rebote to the outside. CRB's on it, going for a shot. Missed. 4 points for Bueno. He serves.
CRB, you know, he's always relied on his foot speed, but on this court, he's going to have to do it even more.
He's so quick. I mean, he's just fast, and his positioning is excellent, but
yeah, he's been following.
Just get it up to the front wall at this point. I mean, just, you know, don't worry about throwing that, landing a 2-wall. Don't worry about, you know, leave the fancy stuff until you're doing the regular stuff consistently.
Yeah.
Great catch by CRB. That's a powerful backhand. Rebote for Bueno. Bueno on the forehand, Rebote. CRB, fine catch. Big backhand follows. Rebote's saved by Bueno. CRB attacks, makes the catch. Drop shot.
Oh.
And it cut back to the inside where it scores. Well thrown by CRB. He's got a point and the serve.
Well, I was going to say not droppy enough, but that took a little move to the inside there and threw Bueno off. That's all it takes here. Obviously could be able to spin, but see how it reacts when it hits the floor. See that bounce and then boom, straight inside. It
Yeah, you could really see it angle off on. Yeah.
Great camera work.
Powerful, powerful backhand by Bueno. Rebote coming out. CRB, forehand a Rebote. Caught in the air by Bueno.
Perfect.
5 points for Bueno of the Warriors. Possible set point.
Aggressive placement on that shot, but it was very safe overall. I mean, put a bounce on it. If CRB makes that catch, it's along the wall. He's not going to do much with it. He's just coasting here, 5-1, a chance to close out this first set.
Powerful backhand by CRB. That's beautifully thrown. Bueno makes a save on the forehand Rebote. CRB's got it. Lines up. 2-all. Wow.
There it is. Oh.
Costado 2-all scores for CRB. He's got 2 points and the serve. I mean, that is the thing about CRB. He will not be deterred. It doesn't make a difference that 3 prior attempts in this set did not work. He went back to it, and that one was perfect.
The Energizer Bunny. Always positive and always happy.
Much like myself. Wouldn't you agree, Andrew?
Oh, next words coming out of my mouth.
Bueno, 2-all for the set. Point and set to Bueno of the Warriors. Put 2 minutes on the board. Come back out, play our next set. As you were saying,
Stu,
Andrew?
Stu, that bright, shining, positive, radiating energy every day. Yeah,
Yes,
that's the,
what can I say? Just trying to drop a little sunshine into
I'll tell you
everyone's
what,
day
Stu,
as I walk along.
maybe it's the mopping, but this building has really taken you down a couple notches. You know, I think that's good.
It's really taking me down?
In some ways, and up in others. You know.
You can't dig yourself out of this.
No.
Talk about statistics. Come on, there's some interesting statistics there. Talk about CRB and statistics.
It doesn't work quite like that. But no, I didn't tell you. CRB this season. Let's see, Stu. It's just the numbers for him. Just all signs that he's still adjusting to the court. I mean, the catch rate is 65%, kill rate below 20%. He's just taken a lot of time to adjust. And you look at his point results too. He's won 2 points off of tip balls and he's given away 9. So again, it's just simply not being able to engage in these long rallies. And I think when he gets more comfortable with the court, with time out there, those numbers are going to get a little bit better for CRB. But Bueno's too. I mean, see a lot of red here for CRB, not good. A lot of green on Bueno's side of the single stats. Catch rate was 100% coming into today. The only player in battle court to not miss a ball. That's in singles only. His kill rate was 100%, and he's throwing the costado and throwing 50% forehands, right around even with the backhands too. So just very consistent, doing it both ways is Bueno.
Sometimes players rush back from injuries, and Bueno did not. He worked through that serious injury and came back just the right time. He's been playing great ever since. Good to see.
Yeah, Bueno outpacing his opponent in every point result category. He hasn't thrown any ball out of play yet. Hasn't thrown any to the screen. He's got more winners, so every stat category, Bueno is looking strong so far. Just one singles match played for both. CRB ready to begin set number 2. See if he can flip the momentum.
CRB serves. Our second set has begun. Here's the backhand by Bueno. Powerfully thrown. Ball to all out to the rebote. CRB's on it.
Oh
my, oh my.
Oh my.
Beautifully executed costado 2-all off the rebote for CRB. Gives him the first point in the second set. Wow. Even Bueno nodded and was like, that.
Okay.
That was that.
All right,
was good.
game on, says CRB to begin set 2. Look at the height on that serve. Man, he threw that way up there.
Powerful backhand by Bueno. Rebote. CRB on the rebote, just above the pad. Bueno's there. Bueno will pass from the right side. 1-1. Bueno serves.
Yeah, CRB kind of motioning. It came out a little bit higher than he was expecting. And
he got it into his cesta, but rather fortunate that he didn't try to do a twisty rebote from that high.
Yeah, he leapt to try to save it, but that would have been dangerous.
Excellent serve. Fine catch by CRB. Rebote by Bueno. CRB midcourt winding up. Here's a 2-all to the forehand of Bueno. Karen by Bueno. Stopped, but not held on to by CRB. 2 points for Bueno of the Warriors. He serves. CRB moved into position. Had it on the left side.
No.
Just couldn't bring it into the basket.
Just overran it, you know. Not exactly what Bueno wanted to do, but CRB is quick and was moving too fast outside. He couldn't stop his momentum to gather and make the play.
Here's the backhand by CRB to the inside. Rebote forehand. CRB takes it on the bounce, mid-court. Low and hard. Stopped by Bueno. Bueno on the backhand from the 7 line. Passes. A third point for Bueno of the Warriors.
And Rebote giving him some trouble too. Not the first time in this match. Again, the ball just reacts differently off the back wall, the floor. I mean, just everything different for CRB. But you know he's going to put in the time. I mean, he'll practice, he'll work hard, and he's going to get better. This is a guy at CRB who played down in Division 6, and he improved so much. He got his way back up to Division 5 pretty comfortably in the draft 2 years ago.
CRB powerfully from the left side. Rebote for Bueno. Back to the inside. CRB takes it on the bounce. Bueno on the catch. Backhand from the 7. Rebote saved by CRB. Bueno. Light touch to the inside, and it scores. Beautifully played by Bueno. A 4th point and the serve. Bueno did this really well.
Yeah, when you establish the 2-wall, see CRB lean in that way, takes like 2 steps to the outside, and that's the difference.
He's fast enough to get to it, no question about that. There's the backhand by CRB. Bueno makes the catch. Bueno from the 9 line, powerfully to the back wall. CRB gets out there. He makes the save with a light touch. Bueno on the run.
Oh, CRB got it.
CRB got it. He gets it off. And that will score. Well done by both players. CRB has 2 points and the serve for the Fireballs.
Just got to be careful throwing the drop shot against CRB. See him watching the whole way, and basically takes off as Bueno was throwing it. Contact
That's beautiful.
With the side wall too. I mean,
yeah,
Bueno
I mean
threw
that
it
had
well.
everything going for it, except the second bounce.
Sometimes good defense prevails, and that's the case right there. Well done.
Here's the backhand by Bueno. Rebote coming out. Beautiful Rebote turn by CRB to the inside. And scoring 3 points for CRB of the Fireballs. He serves.
Well, best one he's thrown in the match. High to the inside along the wall. Got Bueno on the move. And again, come undone a little bit more when you're trying to run into the side wall and make those catches.
Powerful backhand by Bueno. Rebote comes right up the middle. CRB, another fine Rebote. Bueno takes it in the air. CRB on the forehand. To the inside, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
It crosses and scores. 4-4 is the score. CRB serves.
Well, doing even better in this match and adjusting to the court. I mean, throwing balls a little bit higher, forcing Bueno to move up on it, and that one he committed to the catch. Left himself a very difficult scoop when he didn't get there in the air and snuck it by. Tied up 4-4 here. CRB's got a shot at this set.
It's a powerful backhand by Bueno. CRB gets out there to make the play, puts it outside. Bueno's there. Low and hard, scoop by CRB. He passes, Bueno's there. That's in play, lands out. 5th point for CRB here in the second set. Possible set point. I have to admit, I'm surprised. I mean, that first set was pretty brutal for CRB.
No, just looked lost. I mean, that was really the case, but give him a lot of credit. Comes down to one throw, too. I mean, Bueno had that cortada attempt outside. You just have to cross the side wall. You can't let him make the play without crossing. CRB made him pay.
Bueno on the backhand. CRB's there. Big backhand by CRB. Rebote comes out to the 6 line. Turned on the forehand of Bueno. Scoop attempt is missed. We're at 5-5 in the second set. So it is possible match point for Bueno of the Warriors, possible set point for CRB of the Fireballs.
A lot of encouragement from both players in the cage. Bueno can end it right here. It's a good serve. Oh, God.
Point, set, and match, and a straight set victory for Bueno of the Warriors, taking it in straight sets, 6-2, 6-5.
Oh, well, CRB had him on the ropes for a moment there, but Bueno got himself out and took the second set, 6-5. Got the win for his Warriors. They take a 2-1 game day lead into Division I doubles. Next, Urrutia Nicholas take on Douglas and Manny.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Joined by our winner over here, Bueno in the cage, now 2-0 in singles. Obviously, CRB made a ton of adjustments there from set 1 to set 2. What was the key to closing it out there, those last 2 points?
The key was probably just to get the momentum back on my side.
Yeah.
I kind of gave up the momentum a little bit there in the second set, but I was able to get it back and close it out.
Yeah, and for you, Bueno, what do you think is your favorite part about playing singles out on this court?
I mean, playing backcourt now this season a little bit, I do miss turning rebotes, you know. That's probably the thing I miss the most. You know, a little bit of the shots, but a little bit more of the rebotes I miss. I miss both of them, but I get to do that in singles, so, you know. And I enjoy the back, too. I'm lucky to play all of it, so.
Awesome, Bueno. Hey, well, great start for you this season. Second win in singles. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Go Warriors.
Warriors have that 2-1 lead, but Division I doubles coming up next. We got a heavyweight matchup here. Urrutia and Nicholas step out there 1-1 this season against Douglas and Manny for the Warriors. That team 0-1.
Here we see the warm-up before the next match. Urrutia and Nicholas for the Fireballs. Douglas and Manny for the Warriors.
Nicholas already with a win under his belt. He and Urrutia, when this team was paired up, felt pretty strongly that they were going to come out with a pretty good doubles record. You know, loaded group. You got Inaki and Manu, you got Gosheri and Ubias, just some great players and great teams. But Urrutia and Nicholas, the two Frenchmen as well, they have that connection. They've played great to start off this season. Division 5 doubles coming up next, then Division 4, but this is a big one on the game day, particularly for the Fireballs. See if they can get that win.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next match. Urrutia will have the serve for the Fireballs. Urrutia serves, we begin. Here's Manny, backhand, powerfully thrown. Rabote to the forehand of Urrutia. First point goes to the blue shirts. Urrutia and Nicholas of the Fireballs. Urrutia serves. So the ball coming off the back wall with a bit of a wonky bounce there. Again, when the balls are new, the rebote tends to be, the rebound off the back wall tends to be a little unpredictable. Always safe to try to catch the ball in the air. Backhand by Manny, powerfully thrown to the inside. Nicholas pulls it off the wall in a beautiful catch. Here's Manny, right side over the top. Nicholas powerfully from the forehand, and Manny's there. Robote on the wall. Douglas makes the save. Urrutia is moving in. Cortada thrown aggressively and scoring. 2 points for Urrutia and Nicholas. Urrutia serves.
Hey, Douglas was standing there inside. I mean, that would have been a difficult catch. Urrutia just blasts those cortadas. He's got no fear. Already with a great comeback to start off the day.
Manny on the right side. Urrutia lines it up. Backhand from the 7 line to the inside. Manny's there. Backhand by Douglas. Beautiful catch by Urrutia coming cross court to make the play. Here's the backhand by Manny. Robote forehand by Douglas. Manny in the backcourt, backhand. Little clip on the side wall. Nicholas takes it on the forehand to the outside. Crossing the wall, Douglas sets up for the Robote. Cut off by Urrutia. He winds up. Manny takes that on the bounce. Powerful forehand. Caught by Nicholas deep in the backcourt. Manny now from the 9 line, from the left side. Nicholas from the 9 line. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote coming out. Douglas eyes on the Robote. Sends it back. Nicholas takes it in the air. Douglas again. Powerful forehand. Robote caught by Nicholas. Robote forehand by Urrutia. That one will score a 3rd point for the Fireballs, Urrutia and Nicholas. Urrutia serves.
And again, if this turns into a volley game in the backcourt, got to give the edge to this Fireballs team. Nicholas is one of the most sure-handed, #1 ranked player. And you got Manny down here, as we said, 94%. It's 2 percentage points lower than both Fireballs.
Manny plays that high to the front wall. Nicholas pulls it off the side wall to make the return. Robote. Robote forehand by Douglas. Manny from the right side again. Urrutia takes it on the forehand. Hard throw. This one caught by Manny. Manny over the top. That got over Nicholas's head and scores. Picada scoring for Manny. The big bounce. Douglas and Manny of the Warriors on the board with a point.
And that kicked way up, a little bit higher than Nicholas was expecting off the side wall. Last second trying to get in there for the Robote, but what we've seen this season is you really have to commit to one or the other. Not many where you can get back in after missing a catch.
High serve by Douglas. Robote. Douglas makes the save. Urrutia sets up, winds up. 2-all, played beautifully to score. A 4th point for Urrutia and Nicholas. Urrutia serves. Boy, Urrutia looked so comfortable throwing that 2-all.
It's a special shot. I mean, he can land it like that. He got Douglas guessing which way he was going to go, and then he fires it at that speed.
Ball under serve. Second serve must be good. Nicholas makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand. This one caught by Manny. Backhand, little clip. Manny goes to the outside to make the catch. Picada, big bounce. Stop on the forehand of Nicholas. Douglas on the rebote. It's a 2-all, beautifully executed to score. Picture perfect. 2-all off the rebote for Douglas. Douglas has a serve for the Warriors.
High-level shot making. See how this ball's opening up to the outside, too? I mean, he's on the move, throws it perfectly. And
such a nice shot.
It's like, yeah, I didn't think he was going to throw a shot off of that rebote.
And he did.
Let alone a perfect 2-all that scored.
Nicholas powerfully from the left side. A rebote forehand saved by Douglas. Nicholas is advancing. He makes the play from the 7 line. Rebote forehand. Urrutia took that coming off the side wall. Douglas gets in there. A diving save backwards. You don't see that regularly or like ever. Yeah, juggling on the catch of Manny. 5th point for Urrutia and Nicholas here in the first set. Possible set point.
Always like to credit the judge, a good call. And they've been on these juggles, especially in the backcourt here.
Fault over serve. Second serve. Must be good. Manny goes out. 2-all from the back. Scores.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Well, I was just going to say, this Warriors team doesn't put a ton of pressure on their opponents with the shots. And you look at the stats and how they've won points. I mean, they've lost 5 points to tip balls. They haven't won any, and they're getting outpaced in the winners, too.
Fault over serve. Yeah, that shot by Manny was a bit crazy.
I mean, it shows you, they're not throwing a ton of shots, and just even when they're in these rallies, they're not doing a lot of damage, just throwing and catching.
Rebote for Douglas. He keeps it inside. Urrutia steps in. Low, hard backhand caught on the forehand of Manny. Manny from the right side. Midcourt. Urrutia's there. Here's Manny from the 10 line. Nicholas to the inside. Douglas back to the 8 line to make the play. High and hard to the back wall, right up the middle. Urrutia is on it. Great catch by Manny. Nicholas off the wall. Here's the backhand. Douglas comes to the back court. Backhand from the 8 line. Rebote coming up the middle. Douglas is there. Rebote for the bounce. What a scoop by Nicholas. Catch by Manny. Backhand from the 7 line. Powerful, powerful backhand by Douglas. Urrutia, forehand rebote, sent straight back. Manny takes it in the air, forehand.
Oh.
Powerful backhand by Urrutia. Douglas, forehand rebote, crossing the side wall, and Nicholas takes it on the left side. Douglas, great catch from the 8. Manny will take this on the bounce. Forehand, kept high. Nicholas maneuvering around all the players to make the catch. What a save by Douglas. Pulling that off the side wall. Nicholas now from the corner. Douglas. Nicholas moves in to make the catch. Cortada with a light touch will score. Point and set for Urrutia and Nicholas. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player second set.
6-3, Urrutia and Nicholas take that first set over Douglas and Manny. And Warriors leading this game day 2-1. So a win here for the Fireballs. I mean, we're all tied up heading into our last 2 matches. That's been pretty common, a common theme to start off the Battle Court season. A bunch of ties, very close game days throughout. For example, I mean, the Renegades have tied all 3 of the game days they've played, every team with at least 1 tie so far, and I mean, the wins aren't piling up. Cyclones with 2, Chargers with 2, and the Devils and Fireballs 1 each, so pretty even across the board this year.
World Jai-Alai League is all about parity. That's the league.
Yeah, look, and a couple changes in the draft will do just that. And you know, sometimes maybe just one player could do
Absolutely.
it. And, you know, with the way that Battle Court works, you can freeze a player 3 seasons in a non-expansion year. We haven't brought any new teams in the last few years, so 3 seasons in a row on the same team. After that, a team either has to move you up a rank or you hit free agency and then you're in the draft and someone else could pick you up. That's what happened with Nicholas, and that's how he got to this Fireballs team. And, you know, Nicholas and Arats were the 2 backcourters available. The Fireballs and Devils swapped.
And Nicholas in free agency was quite a tough negotiation.
I'm sure.
It really was. It's
demanding a lot, and rightfully so. You know, backcourt play is so valuable, and what we've seen on this court, it's even more important.
Premium on backcourts, protecting the Chick Chack and Chula.
Yeah, I think before in Battle Court, I was always of the belief that it was front courts that did a lot of the damage. But you get back here, of course you need a front quarter that can kill the point, but the role of a backcourter is way more prominent, point to point and throw to throw. You just can't sacrifice that spot and play 1-on-2 like maybe you would have previously.
We've seen it recently, you know, even with aggressive front quarters playing back. Ready to begin our second set. Douglas has the serve for the Warriors. Fault over serve. Powerful serve by Douglas, stopped by Nicholas. Nicholas hammers this backhand, and it scores coming off the side wall. First point of the second set goes to the Fireballs, Urrutia and Nicholas.
Yeah, he's maneuvering around that ball, not only to catch it on the left side, but to keep Douglas outside. Trying to get Manny all alone. He just blasted that across the wall, and in and out of his basket it went. Quick first point. Perfect execution.
Urrutia now with the powerful serve. Manny, backhand, plays it low. Urrutia is there. Manny over the top. Urrutia aggressively from the left side, stops the ball, puts it inside. Manny's there. Douglas now. Light touch. Urrutia has it. Split placement 2-all lands out of play. 1-1. Douglas serves for the Warriors. Happened quick, huh?
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of the split placement 2-walls either out on this court. Again, with a little bit more space, we've seen guys go at the traditional 2-wall to the net or just pass and kill it in the backcourt here. Had the space.
Urrutia picked the serve. Backhand right into the corner. Douglas makes the save. Fine forehand. Rebote high to the front wall. Rebote left side. Hard to the inside, and Manny's there. Urrutia takes that on the bounce. Backhand. Up the middle, and Manny stops it in the air on the right side. Off the wall, Urrutia is there. Backhand. Thrown hard. Douglas makes the catch. 2-all.
Yeah, there he
that
goes.
Is perfectly executed by Douglas to score. Douglas and Manny on the board with 2 points for the Warriors. Douglas serves.
Yeah, I mean, Douglas with 10 kills coming into this match, but a majority of those coming in Division 3 alongside Cabrera. Again, a little more reluctant to shoot it at this top division. Obviously, it's, you know, function of the defense and the opponents, but he's got to go for it. And that's the best way for the Warriors to win the match.
Manny on the catch, backhand to the inside.
I mean, if you look at the actual numbers within this team, of Manny with a lowest catch rate of any backcourter in this division, and Douglas playing fewer balls than any front quarter. That's not a great recipe for success. They got to switch it up, and if Douglas just fires 2 walls, hey, at least that's something different and get points on the board.
Manny comes powerfully from the left side. Nicholas takes that one in the air, backhand. Caught by Manny deep in the backcourt. It's a powerful right side by Nicholas. Good catch by Manny. Manny over the top. Pika brought down by Nicholas in the backcourt. Left side. Rebote dropping, but saved by Douglas.
What a tough catch. Made it look easy.
Drop shot, perfectly executed by Douglas to score. 3 points for Douglas and Manny. Douglas serves. He's been spot on. I mean, spot on with these shots. The 2-all before and that drop shot. Urrutia is fast.
Well, I love how close it is to the side wall, too. Sometimes he has a tendency to push him more up the middle, but stuck to the side wall. That's an extra couple feet for Urrutia. Nicholas makes that catch even harder for him. Not the guy the fireballs want to see get hot. And Douglas can take over the match.
Scoop by Manny. Nicholas calls for it. Backhand to the inside. Manny's there. Over the top he goes. Excellent catch by Nicholas. Douglas will cut this off in the air. Costado to the outside and scoring. A 4th point for Douglas and Manny. Douglas serves.
You got to throw the ball where your opponent is not. And this spot to the outside, we see how far Nicholas was up. I mean, he was nearly at the 6 line, so Douglas knows where to send it high to the outside, long run. The fireball could get there.
Manny reaches in to make this play. Right side, return. Nicholas is there. Aggressively from the left side, mid-court. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Nicholas on the catch. Manny now from the 10 line. Nicholas sends it back. Manny from the 9 line. Along the wall the entire way. That is such a good catch by Nicholas on the wall. Douglas powerfully from the backhand. High and hard to the back wall out to the rebote. Urrutia sends it back. Manny's there. Douglas jumping up, makes a great grab, powerful backhand, hits the back wall, out to the rebote. Urrutia has a tip ball at the side wall, 5 points for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Possible set point.
And look at where that tip ball occurred. I mean, that was back at the 9 line with both Nicholas and Urrutia within a foot of each other. Again, Urrutia plays so deep, but sometimes encroaching upon his backcourter's territory on this little larger court.
We've seen that with a couple front quarters today.
Absolutely. I mean, he's aggressive. That's his game. But, oh, not his game.
Costado 2-all by, and Nicholas will score beautifully thrown. That's 2 points for Urrutia and Nicholas. Urrutia has the serve.
Well, the last time the serve came to the outside and Douglas moved in, Nicholas just played the backhand. This time he saw it, and he's like, well, if Douglas is going to cheat, I'm going to throw the 2-wall and beat him to the net, which he did.
And by cheating, we don't mean that he's breaking any rules. It's kind of a reference we have in highlight, cheating to the inside.
Creeping, cheating.
Yeah, creeping.
Yeah. Oh.
What a scoop by Urrutia. Powerful backhand, taken off the wall by Manny. Rebote forehand. Douglas has the catch on the right side. Cortada stopped by Urrutia. Urrutia picks that up on the left side. Backhand. Rebote forehand. Douglas has it on the right side. Right side played up. Caught by Nicholas. Manny now from the 9 line. Powerful, powerful backhand by Douglas Rebote coming up the middle. Urrutia, that goes to the outside. Manny keeps it, saves it. Urrutia has it. Backhand. Backhand by Manny, and Nicholas takes it off the wall at the 9 line. Nicholas advances to take that in the air. Manny from the 8. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Caught by Nicholas. Rebote saved by Douglas. Urrutia moves up on the ball. Oh my, has a missed ball on the forehand. Point and set to Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Split sets. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back and play a third and decisive set. Oof.
Always tough when those floaters are, you know.
Slow-moving ball is just hard to catch.
No, it looks so simple. You say, how can he not catch that one? But it really is more difficult. I mean, it's hard to describe, but the way that ball's spinning, tough way to end the set. In the day that the Warriors are leading 2-1, they get the second set right there with a chance to win it and secure the tie already in match number 3. Coming up next, we do have one sub in Division 5 match. Lalu and Stan will take on Williams and Cabrera. Again, Williams making his season debut.
Off the taxi squad.
Yep, coming up from the taxi squad. He's subbing for Correa, who was out today. And then, of course, final match will be CRB and Ikeda against Alex and Bueno. But the Warriors kind of flipped the momentum when Douglas threw a couple shots. I mean, really, that's all it takes sometimes. When they do score, your opponent starts to think a little bit more. It takes them out of their game. And for Douglas, it just reinforces that he should be throwing it and just gives him more confidence.
For anybody who thinks that we're rationing water back here, we're really not. There are larger cups and there are smaller cups. I don't know why we bought the smaller cup. I mean,
must have been a sale. Yeah, that's what I heard.
You see these cups and you're just like, they're athletes. They need to hydrate. And then you bring out this little, like, cup that you see at the dentist's office to swish.
Look, Stu, not a lot of time here. You got to get in, get out, and get back on the court. If you give them a 24 ounce, they might take their sweet time on the bench.
Even we're not that bad. We are preoccupied with time.
And you saw Urrutia as he solved the problem himself. He just brings his own water bottle in. He says, look, I'll take it myself.
Exactly.
Third set to decide this match right here. Big one on the game day. Again, if the Warriors win it, they will have their third win of the day. And if the Fireballs win, we're tied up 2-2. See how this set goes. Urrutia's got the serve.
Urrutia serves. We begin. Nicholas on the backhand from the back court, and Manny takes it in the air. Rebote forehand. Fine catch by Manny on the bounce. Urrutia from the 8 line. Beautiful catch on the left side of Urrutia. Here's Manny. Over the top, big bounce. Stopped again by Urrutia.
If the ball's not coming to Urrutia, he really will go get it.
He just has this technique that, I mean, I even watched.
Jam ball.
That escapes, lands out of play. First point of the decisive. Third set goes to Douglas and Manny of the Warriors.
You were saying, Stu?
Yeah, I've been, before he came to play with the World Jai-Alai League. He has a way of stopping the ball, moving in and stopping the ball on the left side that is really unique in all of Iowa.
Takes more quick bounce, and we don't have that officially, but seemingly more quick bounce catches than just anybody up there in the front.
Urrutia makes the catch, winds up, the 2-all blasted, stopped by Douglas, juggling on the catch of a Douglas out on the wood. Tied up at 1-1.
Now, I saw the ball on Douglas's hand. It's just a matter of if it lost contact or if it rolled to the hand, which is totally legal.
It just can't lose any.
Yeah.
I
don't know, Stu. I'm not going to make any calls.
Yeah.
I saw the ball at the.
I also saw the ball.
Near
It
the
looked like
hand.
it came up off of the cesta.
It looks like a telltale sign, but sometimes it's really not.
Rebote forehand by Douglas. This one caught by a Nicholas. But also, I imagine Douglas would have been a little bit more upset had there been no juggle at all.
That was a piercing sound that he made. It wasn't much of a yell, but it was loud.
Here's Manny on the backhand. Ooh. 2-all.
Oh, man.
Opens wide and scores. 2 points for Douglas and Manny. Douglas serves. Yeah, that's one of those where it's.
Well, first of all, didn't think he was even going to get a chance at it, and then look, you can't watch, and you can't expect the judge to make a call either. You just got to play to the whistle and through it sometimes.
Blasted low runner scooped up by Manny. Sidearm carom from the backcourt. Urrutia stops it.
Oh, coming right to Douglas.
What a catch. What a backhand. Nicholas makes a spectacular save. Douglas sends it back, and Nicholas grabs it out of the air at the 7 line. Ball still in play. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Caught by Manny. Manny over the top. Great catch overhead by Nicholas. Big right side. Caught in the air by Manny. That's a great catch by
Evans. What a catch.
Urrutia pulling it right off the side wall. Big right side by Douglas. Manny now from the 8 line. Backhand, little clip. Nicholas makes the catch. Manny on the bounce, deep in the backcourt. Big right side, caught in the air by Urrutia. Urrutia sends it back. Douglas is in there to make the play to the outside. It goes. Urrutia has it. Gustavo caught almost caught. Off the tip of Manny's cesta, it goes. 2-2 in the third set. Urrutia serves.
I don't know where exactly Urrutia was trying to throw it, but I don't think it was there. I mean, he gave Manny the ball on his right side. He just missed it. I mean, that was a good opportunity.
The intensity of that point was palatable through the glass.
No. Really, what a great match this has been. Not all too close in any of these sets. Fireballs dominated the first. Warriors really took control early in the second. See how this third one plays. 2-2 so far.
There's Manny on the backhand. Nicholas is there. Douglas will keep this on the forehand. Powerful right side. To the corner, out to the rebote. Urrutia plays it back to the inside. Here's Manny. Difficult catch by Nicholas in the corner. Douglas takes it in the air. Rebote forehand by Urrutia. Douglas makes the catch. Powerful forehand again. Nicholas stops it in the backcourt. Manny has this on the bounce. Nicholas from the left side. Arrimada, that's along the wall the entire way. Beautifully played. Here's the catch again by Nicholas. That's a difficult rebote. Going to the outside. Urrutia not taking a chance with the wood. Fires it back inside. Manny picks it up on the right side.
I think that was definitely going to drop in, too.
Rebote forehand. This ball's still in play. Chick. Check scores from the forehand of Urrutia. A third point for Urrutia Nicholas. Urrutia serves.
Yeah, Manny's there. He's in position, but that crosses late. It's deep in the corner, and he wants no part of that ball, and that's the right choice. I mean, thought it was going to come out. It just died back there. Would have been a tough catch.
Manny from the forehand. Picada. Stopped by Urrutia. Powerful backhand.
That's the catch, Stu. That's just incredible.
Yeah, it's
Big bounce.
It's consistent.
Yeah.
Rotate forehand by Douglas.
Right on the wall.
Nicholas makes the catch, sends it to the corner. Coming out low. Douglas makes the save. Urrutia eyes on the ball, takes it on the forehand, throws it back hard. Manny stops it on the 9 line. Douglas, oh my God. Oh.
Oh, I think everyone's all right.
That's
just
a direct hit.
Yeah, Douglas actually caught this one twice. You can see it's on the tip.
Oh, jeez, oh man. You just hate to see, you really hate to see this. You really hate to see this. You really hate to see this.
And all class, too, from Doug. I mean, first move was jogging over to him, make sure he was okay. And Urrutia, I mean, he knew, you could see the reaction. Totally not intentional. Slap hands there, everything all good between the two. But that's got to hurt. No, that's just is going to be painful for anyone. Just got to walk it off. 4-2 Urrutia Nicholas. Yeah.
Is 4-2 Urrutia and Nicholas.
See, this is like it's on the tip, and then as he throws it, just, oh, look at Manny, look at Nicholas, look at Stu, me, everyone just, yeah, right away. That's going to hurt. Fortunately, continues.
Here's the backhand by Manny. When you consider that the ball we used at the last place broke, Sherry broke by throwing it. It came off the sidewall and broke Inaki's ulna. And this ball's harder.
Oh.
Juggling is the call.
It was.
A third point for Douglas and Manny. Douglas has a serve for the Warriors. Got to appreciate the way that Urrutia just walked this hit off.
Of all the places to be hit,
there's no good place.
No,
when you see, if you get a chance to see what that mark's going to look like,
a little more padding there.
It's going to look brutal for the next month.
Yeah, at least. Even before we saw with, I think Ikeda, that was there for weeks.
There's the backhand by Nicholas. Caught by Manny. Manny from the 9 line to the inside.
Oh, Douglas is reaching for his right arm.
Rotate forehand.
Well,
beautifully caught by Nicholas. Well, he went down on the ground pretty hard on that rebote that wound up hitting Urrutia. Rebote forehand. This one caught by Urrutia. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Manny in the corner, great play. Big backhand by Nicholas. Rebote coming out. Nicholas again, backhand from the 7 line. Douglas sets up, Rebote played up. Caught by Nicholas, here's the backhand. Nicholas from the 9 line, backhand to the inside. Manny off the wall.
it's always consistent. Doesn't matter how aggressive the play is earlier in the match. You get to these high-level doubles in a third set late, they don't throw a bunch of shots.
No.
You get a lot of rallying like this.
Costado by Douglas, picked up on the bounce by Nicholas.
But look at, I mean, see how far Arruti is to the outside. He's not looking to get beat on a 2-all either. Both these front quarters really respecting the other shots.
Manny makes a fine grab there on the forehand. Arrutia comes back behind the 7 line, puts it back on the sidewall, where it scores. A 5th point for Arrutia and Nicholas, giving them possible set, possible match point.
That was the tightest ball to the sidewall we've seen this set. Manny struggled a little bit getting in there today, and just another tip ball. 3 chances to close out the match if they need it.
Fault, over serve, second serve, must be good. Here's the backhand by Manny. Nicholas from the 9 line to the inside. Nicholas now from the corner. Powerful backhand. Nicholas advances, takes this on the right side, sends it back. Manny's there, takes it over the head, brings it over the top. Big backhand by Manny. Rebote forehand by Arrutia. Douglas makes the catch. Costado back, caught in the air by Arrutia. Douglas is there, backhand from the 7. That ball is dropping and scoring. Point set and a hard-fought match for Arrutia and Nicholas of the Fireballs.
Another match late into a third set. The Fireballs win it and tie up this game day 2-2. Well, that match really had just about everything. Arrutia walking off seems to be all right. And the win will surely help. 2-2 as we head into match 5, Division 5 doubles. Lalu and Stan will take on Williams and Cabrera. Now let's take a look at some replays here from match number 4. Rebote played to the inside, comes right to Arrutia. There's the Costado. Shoulder level from the left side of the player's body. That's the 2-wall. Nicholas here, Cortada low and hard, just above the pad to the inside. You see both Warriors running, neither one coming away with the ball. Nicholas here just sends the 2-wall. Yep. Douglas, creep into the inside and makes him pay. Look at this powerful forehand here. Manny setting up for it and just pulled out late. I mean, late contact with the sidewall, and that is just so tough on these back quarters. This is the one, folks. Oh, man. Right into the, we'll go with the glute. Oh, but Arrutia was able to recover after that. Fireballs were up 4-2 at that point. They won 2 out of the next 3 to get the match victory and tie up this game day 2-2. You see him still shaking that off. Took him just a little bit, but he was good to continue. Let's take a look at that game day score, 2-2. All even into this 5th match. Standings pretty close too. Warriors down there at the bottom. They would love a full point to work themselves into a 4-way tie. Division 5, then Division 4 doubles to close it out. But first, we'll hear from Arrutia and Nicholas. 2-1 now. Congratulations, guys, Urrutia and Nicholas, after that win. First, Urrutia took a pretty vicious hit. How are you feeling, and how are you able to get back into the match after that?
Yeah, I'm feel good. We play great. With Nicolas, we missed the second set, but we stay focused with Nicolas and we win. I think today I'm not play good, but for today is good. We win and I'm happy.
Yeah, and Urrutia, for you, I mean, this is the first season, at least in battlecourt, that you've had the opportunity to play with Nicholas. What type of backcourt is he, and what do you love about his game?
Yeah, I'm happy to play in this court and with Nicolas because it's a good partner. He follow me great when I can catch, and I'm happy to play with Nicolas because it's
awesome.
Easy to play with him.
Awesome, guys. You got it working there. Second win, and good luck the rest of the season. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, quickly into Division 5 doubles, Lalu and Stan take on Williams and Cabrera. Williams, that's his debut coming up from the taxi squad, subbing for Correa. What a tough matchup with Lalu. There's the serve.
We'll begin with an ace for Lalu.
Apologies, Stu. That got exciting. That serve came in fast.
Oh, that's fine, Andrew. This is something new that we're trying.
No, one guy's not happy, but that's all right, Stu. Can't make everyone happy. Oh, my. Oh, goodness.
A second ace, and Cabrera goes down, reaching for his ankle.
I mean, oh, man. That is not what you want to see early in this match.
Sesta came off pretty quick. He was reaching down for that, the shoes off already.
Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good. Oh, is it? Oh, goodness. Is that left ankle?
He just spent no time. That foot goes right into that side wall.
Ugh.
Or I don't know, a foot? Potentially a foot injury?
Lower leg. Lower left leg. Don't know exactly, but you got the chief judge out there, a couple of fireballs, a couple of warriors. Let's see exactly. I mean, Cabrera looks like he's going to need help just getting up. We got some people looking to support him, and he looks just frustrated. Oh, and the chief
Judge says that he's done.
I think he's done. Yeah, that's what they're saying. He's going to need help up off the court, and it looks like.
So we put up a 5-minute now.
So yeah,
clock.
I mean, this is where.
What is he ranked? Remind me.
Okay. Yeah. You see.
So the report from the chief judge is that when they looked at his foot, there was a dislocation of a toe.
Ugh.
So if a toe's not pointing the direction it's supposed to be pointing, it's probably not a good idea to continue playing Jai-Alai.
I think that's right. I mean, you could see. Look at how he goes into the wall there. I mean, that's not a flat plant of the foot. I can imagine that.
My goodness.
And he needed some help off the court. He went down right away, and I think that's going to be it for Cabrera, hopefully just for today's game day. Hope to have him back soon. So we will continue on here. Looks like, yeah, there's Bueno. He's coming out, strapping the cesta in. He will give it a go here. So battle court rules. I think this is the first time we've had an injury during a match this year. For those new to battle court, players are usually ranked 1 through 6. That's their singles rank designation. And Cabrera being the 4th ranked player for his team, you can substitute anybody that is of a lower rank. So in this case, you can substitute Division 5 player or Division 6. They don't have Correa today. Bueno is the 5, so they're going to substitute him, and we'll see what he can do. Bueno's looked pretty good, and not the worst guy to bring in here in this match. Just going to get some warm-up throws in here. Looks like he is good. Playing a little short-handed already are the Warriors, and now in both spots, front and back. It is 2-0. Lalu and Stan lead. They will serve. Again, Bueno coming in for Cabrera. Suffered an injury in the backcourt.
Bueno steps in for Cabrera. Play will resume. Lalu serves. Lalu with another hard serve. Bueno stops this one. There's the backhand. Outside placement. Lalu stops this carom. Carambola on the return will score.
Wow.
That's a third point for Lalu and Stan. Lalu will serve.
Boy, not a lot of daylight between the floor and the ball on this cortada. I mean, doesn't take
Well, that
much
carom
of a
by
bounce.
Bueno was a little low.
I mean, look at this. There's the second bounce, and Williams, yeah, he's out of the way. No chance to make that catch.
Backhand by Bueno. Lalu to the backcourt to make the catch. Here's the backhand, wall to wall from the left side. Williams for the remote. He makes the play. Lalu's. Williams makes another fine save. Lalu on the catch. Cortada. Williams got assessed on it. That will score. 4 points for Lalu and Stan here in the first set. Lalu serves.
Well, as we said in Lalu's previous match, if he's going to do damage, it's going to come from that right side. He's got 2 aces and 2 cortadas to score for all 4 points already. Hasn't had to switch it up from the forehand yet. I'm sure he's going to keep attacking.
Here's the backhand by Lalu. Wall to wall and out to the rebote. Williams on the rebote. Lalu's there, winding up. 2 wall. Scores. 5 points. Possible set point.
And this is a really tough matchup here for Williams in the front court. I mean, hasn't had any battle court experience this season. He's played on the taxi squad, and they're playing some matches earlier than these battle court starts, but that is vicious, and there's no preparation for this type of power. That's it.
The ace will score. Point and set to Lalu and Stan. 2 minutes on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
Straight points there for the Fireballs. Yeah, Lalu doing a bunch of damage with his forehand, and 6-0. They take that first set. Again, with the game day score tied 2-2, the Fireballs with a win here would secure the tie already, and then we still have 1 match left, and Bueno will be coming right out for that one. Alex and Bueno against CRB and Ikeda. Just hate to see that too. I mean, Cabrera is a valuable part of this Warriors team. Maybe not as much in this Division 5 team. 0-2 to start off the year, but Douglas and Cabrera, that's a team that now has 2 wins, 2-1, and you know, you got to substitute Bueno in for Cabrera. Now Bueno's going to have to play 3 matches a day. That could be pretty tough, but we'll wait for the injury report and see how he's doing. Fireball's feeling good though. Staying in the back, struggled a little bit to open up this season, but hey, Lalu doing a bunch of the work today. Hasn't been all too involved, and a lot of smiles on the Fireball side after that set.
Williams getting a couple throws in.
Well, it's been interesting too, the breakdown between this team. Stan was playing over 60% of the balls through their first 2 matches, and Lalu, I think he played every single one in that first set. So again, just a total strategy change for this team, and I think that's what the intent putting them together. They want Lalu to just dominate, play up in the front, let Stan do his thing in the back, and Stan was one of the most valuable players last year for the champion Cyclones. So just easing into this court and easing into his role and doing a good job so far today. Second set will begin here. Will be Williams and Bueno now with the serve.
We're ready to begin our second set. Williams has the serve for the Warriors. Fault, underserve, second serve, must be good. Yeah, Williams seemed to be practicing that cortada serve we saw earlier. Had some success with it last season when he stepped in.
Yeah. Oh, no. Double fault.
Double fault, loss of point. First point of the second set goes to Lalu and Stan of the Fireballs.
Now giving the serve back to the Fireballs and Lalu. He was the league leader last season in aces, and down in Division 5 for the first time just should open it up even more. Seen it already today. Look at this.
Powerful serve by Lalu, stopped by Bueno. Stands there, backhand. Bueno from the 9 line.
Look at how deep Lalu is, too. I mean, he's all the way at the 9 line.
Powerful backhand by Stan, clears the overhead screen. Williams for the rebote. Beautiful rebote by Williams. Stan makes the catch. Here's Bueno. Lalu, backhand. Wall to wall, out to the rebote. Williams looking for it. Rebote left side by Williams. Powerful forehand. Rebote coming back out. Bueno makes the save. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed. Sorry. Interference has not been ruled. Player went for the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the right call. I mean, you got to make, you can't make an effort to go for the ball, and you see Lalu is reaching, and then he asks for interference. You got to stop, put your hands up, and you can't make an effort to go for the ball. That was close. Points awarded to the Warriors.
Rebote coming out. That's too high. Second point for Lalu and Stan. Lalu serves.
Yeah, didn't want to overthrow the rebote, but just ended up sending that one way too high.
Bueno on the catch. Yeah. Costalo 2-all. Will score for Bueno. Well thrown. 2-2. Williams has the serve for the Warriors.
Yeah, and there is a counter to Lalu's aggressive play. You just have to kick every ball off the side wall and force him off the inside. You got to force him to defend the net, force Stan to get in there and make a couple more catches. That's where the opponents have had success against this Fireballs team, and we'll see if that pushes him off just a little bit now.
Powerful backhand by Stan. Williams with another fine rebote. Lalu, Cortada, scores. 3 points for Lalu and Stan. Of the Fireballs, Lalu serves.
It doesn't have to be too aggressive either. I mean, if Lalu just waits for one opportunity, then passes and gets the Warriors with a defensive rebote, he's going to be able to do this all match long. Another Cortada there, stays low. And second bounce before Bueno got to it.
It's a fine catch by Bueno off a hard serve by Lalu. Lalu back at the 9 line. Big backhand follows. Bueno out for the rebote.
Oh.
Dropped it in to score.
Yes, he did.
3-3 Williams serves. Wow.
Can just kind of hook the rebote a bit, but acts as a dejada.
And it turned out to be a perfect throw.
Dead by the underserve line. Well done.
Stan on the catch. Cortada. Caught by Bueno. Bueno plays it deep. Stands there. Stan. Powerfully. Rebote coming out. Williams on the rebote. Lalu takes it on the forehand. Big right side. Rebote by Bueno to the inside. Stan. Backhand from the 8 line. Clears the overhead screen. Williams for the rebote. Little clip. Lalu's there. Outside placement by Lalu will score. A 4th point for Lalu and Stan in the second set. Lalu serves.
Yeah, man. Not wasting any time trying to test Bueno. He knows he can make some of those catches. Williams here with the outside placement. I mean, from the outside, too, not easy to get it there. Threw it just so hard.
Backhand by Bueno. Powerfully thrown. Into the corner, Stan with a fine catch. Rebote by Williams. Bueno, great catch in the corner. Another fine backhand. Bueno up high has a tip ball. 5 points in the second set. This is possible match point.
Yeah, Bueno really protecting that ball from coming out to be played as a rebote. I mean, he went up high for it. We've seen the result when Williams has laid a few up and tried to change it, but still a miss.
That's a great catch by Bueno off a hard serve by Lalu. Rebote at the side wall. Lalu makes the save. Light touch. Bueno's on it. Outside placement is out of play. Point, set, and match for Lalu and Stan of the Fireballs. Winning in straight sets, 6-0, 6-3.
Third win of the day for the Fireballs, so they've got at least half a point coming their way. See if the Warriors can add it up next. Bueno staying out there alongside Alex, and they'll take on CRB and Ikeda.
Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Joe Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Joe Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one.
Joined by our winners there, Lalu and Stan, guys. Congratulations. Second win on the season for this team. Again, you came out very aggressive today. A little bit of a strategy change. Stan, can you talk about just some of those changes and how you think this team has fared through now your 3 matches played?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, hope Chris is okay. Really, just sorry for him. I mean, it's bad luck. But, yeah, strategy was simple. Just try to catch more balls and throw them back.
Yeah, and for this team, again, loss early, but what have you learned in some of those losses that you guys have maybe applied here and look to apply the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think there's been some adjustments. Obviously, in 5, Ando is like super important. So the more he can come back and help me and defend the back, and so it's a bit more effort on his side, of course. But you know, these adjustments have helped a lot.
Awesome, guys. Well, a big win there. You secured the tie, so you even get the full point coming up next. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, they got CRB and Ikeda a chance here. 0-1 so far this regular season. Well, they will take on Alex and Bueno. That team for the Warriors 1-1. CRB and Ikeda, tough opening loss against Jairo and Bradley. They're one of the toughest teams in this division. That's the only team they've played. Alex and Bueno got a little bit of a different story for that team. In 2 matches played, they're just 1-1, and then you got Bueno here moving to the backcourt. And Bueno, very versatile throughout his career, but majority of the time we've seen him up in the front, but adjusting here to the backcourt. Opening match was a 3-set loss to Iturbide and Robin for the Warriors, and then their next match, a 3-set win against the Renegades, Goenaga and Ben. Game day on the line right here, very simple. If the Fireballs win, they will win the game day and pick up a full point in the standings. But if the Warriors win this match, the game day will end in a 3-3 tie. And that point will be split. Half a point goes to each. CRB and Ikeda will serve. Ready to begin match number 6.
We're ready to begin our final match for the game day. CRB has the serve for the Fireballs. CRB serves. We begin with a fault. Underserve. Second serve must be good.
Big bouncer.
Here's the backhand by Bueno. Rebote. Alex makes the catch, winds up. 2-all, stop by CRB.
What a catch.
Bueno on the forehand. Ikeda reaches out. That's a great grab there at the 9 line. Alex keeps it on the forehand. Cortada, with a light touch, will score. First point of this set goes to Alex and Bueno of the Warriors.
Obviously pretty clear, trying to attack CRB early on. How about a great catch outside on the 2-wall, but Alex he's quick, he'll keep firing. Ooh.
CRB is fearless in picking the serve and throwing a drop shot to score.
Wow.
That's the best thing about CRB, period. It just is. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if God's on the court.
No.
He doesn't care if God's serving. He's
going
to play his
and
game,
throw a 2-wall
period.
on it. That was the first winner for this team in doubles.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
First match of the season, didn't get one. CRB picking it up here with the aggression.
I think Alex is still recovering from that.
Yeah. Might be.
That ball is tipped off the serve. A second point for CRB and Ikeda. CRB serves.
Really wants that serve, especially a second serve coming in a little bit softer. Really tempting, but didn't want to give it away.
Bueno advances, makes the catch. Here's the backhand, powerfully thrown. Rebote by CRB, stopped by Alex. Rebote by CRB. Bueno will take that on the bounce. Ikeda, fine catch, backhand from the 8 line. Ikeda from the 9, backhand. Bueno's there. Alex takes that on the bounce. Cortada. Ikeda read it. Moves up. Outside placement by Ikeda is perfectly placed to score. 3 points for CRB and Ikeda the fireball. CRB serves.
I mean, CRB moving to the outside, maybe expecting some sort of 2-all, but Ikeda's defense has been impeccable today. Reading the ball well on the shots, defending in the corner, really doing it all. And a shot to score, the outside placement.
Big backhand by Bueno is caught in the air by Ikeda.
Oh, man.
A 4th point for CRB and Ikeda.
And now down 4-1, just waiting for Alex to take over this match. I mean, he's been aggressive on the serves. Let's see how aggressive he is on this particular point.
Alex picks the serve. Costado, 2 pass and score. A 2nd point for Alex and Bueno of the Warriors. Alex serves.
Yeah, that serve just too easy to pick that one. I mean, not 5 feet or so away from the side wall. Alex is going to catch that all day.
You really have to cross the wall.
And once he gets it over Ikeda's head, shoots down, and ends that point.
Ikeda with the catch. Here's the backhand. Alex looking for the rebote on the left side. To the inside it goes. Scoop on the forehand of Ikeda.
Amazing play.
Bueno, fine catch at the 8 line. Ikeda up high, makes the catch. Ikeda at the back wall, great grab on the left side. Bueno's there, backhand from the 9 line. Alex moves in, makes the catch. Cortada, stopped by Ikeda.
Look at Ikeda. He's run up on 2 of those now.
It's a fine backhand by Bueno right into the corner. CRB at the side wall, he makes the save. Powerful backhand by Alex. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by CRB. Ikeda looks for the rebote, puts it inside. Alex reaches up, makes the catch. Costado caught by Ikeda. That's a great catch at the side wall. Robote saved by Ikeda, enough to make it to the front wall. Alex is there.
Oh, he's on it.
CRB makes the save. Here's the backhand by Bueno. CRB again. Alex reaching up, makes the catch. Powerful forehand. Caught by Ikeda, another fine grab. Bueno from the 7 line. Bueno up high, has a tip ball. That's 5 points for CRB and Ikeda. Possible set point.
Now, even before at the other facility, the longer the point would go on, I think that favors sometimes a weaker team in these lower level of doubles. You have Alex, he's the shot maker, he's here to win the point. You engage in a rally with CRB and Ikeda, hey, they can win it. These guys
Alex picks the serve, 2-all.
There he goes.
Scores.
It's been the best offense.
3 points for Alex and Bueno. Still possible set point for CRB and Ikeda.
You got to credit the fireballs, too. I mean, CRB and Ikeda just came out so flat in their first match of the season against Hyro and Bradley, and here they look like a totally different team. CRB figuring it out a little bit more up in the front. That singles had to have helped, but Ikeda doing a bulk of the work here from the back.
That ball dropped in the backcourt. That is point and set for CRB and Ikeda. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
There he is, CRB. Alongside Ikeda, they take that first set. And in the first match of the year, Stu, I mean, not much going right. CRB, one of the lowest catch rates, left side and right side. Team was getting beat off kill shots, a whole bunch. But here today, it's just a totally different story. And you're going to see that when teams playing their first to their second match. It's just a big difference.
And the chuckling folks should know that, you know, as you hear in my announcing where CRB is concerned, it's not diminishment at all. I mean, not even in the slightest. It's more surprise. It always has been. When he was playing that season backcourt, and he was back behind Olheron for the Devils, I believe it was, and he didn't drop a ball, I was just amazed. I mean, CRB never ceases to amaze. And the truth of the matter is, he really doesn't care who's on the court.
No.
I mean, Goiko could come on back out of retirement, be on the court, and CRB would say, hey, nice to meet you. By the way, have I told you how my 2-all works?
Yeah, just snap one right there, you know, Stu. I agree. You just love it. You love that energy. You love what he brings to this team. And, hey, they won that first set. And
it's not beyond the realm of possibility to win this second set either.
I mean, could end it right here. And, you know, for Alex and Bueno, too, that's just not what we've really seen from either of them. I mean, Bueno in singles was catching really everything. He's been playing so well to start off the season. But that's the beauty of this format. Got to get 2 out of 3 sets to win the match. So you don't have to worry if you're the Warriors about what happened in set number 1. There's the whistle.
And he would probably give him tips.
He would.
Wouldn't he?
He's been very helpful. You know, even when I've gone out, CRB is always helpful, giving a tip or two.
Andrew, I hope you don't mind saying this or take this the wrong way, but there's kind of a difference between you and Goicoechea when it comes to highlight.
No, absolutely. I'm just saying, he's a helpful guy. And he likes to talk it up, too.
Alex serves. We begin a powerful serve, and it's caught by Ikeda. Alex, one-handed save. CRB went for it in the air.
Man.
First point for the Warriors. Alex and Bueno. Alex serves.
If you're the Warriors, you have to feel like that was kind of a break. I mean, CRB was moving up on the ball. He would have had it in the air at about the 3 line. Don't care who it is. You give them to him up there, they're going to kill you. Fortunate that he dropped it, though. Warriors striking first.
Ikeda on the backhand, powerfully thrown. Bueno now from the 10. Alex will keep this on the right side. Powerful forehand. Caught by Ikeda. Ikeda now on the forehand. Big backhand by Ikeda. Rebote for Alex. CRB off the frame. 2 points for Alex and Bueno. Alex serves.
Yeah, it's also a double-edged sword, too. When CRB gets confident, sometimes it's a little... Again, but you don't want to take him out of his game either. You don't want to say, hey, back it up or maybe take it down a notch because
it's not possible. It's not possible to take CRB out of his game. It's a bomb could go off.
And
you couldn't take CRB out of his game.
That's true.
On the court. For Rebote comes to the forehand of Alex. Ikeda on the catch.
Ooh, went up with it.
Alex to the backcourt to make the catch. Powerful forehand follows. Ikeda from the backcourt. Alex reaching out has a tip ball. That's a point for CRB and Ikeda. Fireball, CRB serves.
Yeah, you know, I'd be more into the strategy for the Warriors if they have established that they can just purely out-catch this team. But the reality is that hasn't happened. I mean, they've missed way more balls than the Fireball so far. To keep playing it into the backcourt here and get Alex even deeper, you got to give Alex the ball up in the front court. Let him attack.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good.
Again, that is a lot easier said than done, but taking Ikeda out of it and just blasting the ball and having CRB Rebote probably will help them out a little bit more.
Bueno on the catch. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. CRB eyes on the Rebote. Keeps it inside, and Bueno's there. Ikeda will take that on the bounce. Fine catch. Back to the inside. Alex picks it up. Ikeda from the 8 line. Powerful, powerful backhand. Rebote coming out. Ball tipped to the outside. We're tied up at 2-2. CRB serves. Alex, after he tipped that ball, looked around like he wasn't sure exactly how far the wood was.
Yeah.
Not sure if he was aware of his positioning.
No, again, that one looked like it would have dropped in. You don't obviously know for sure, but always looking after if you drop it.
Ikeda moves to the outside to make the catch. Forehand. Bueno up high. Great catch. Here's the backhand. Little clip. Puts it on the forehand of Ikeda in the backcourt. Alex from the 6 line. Ikeda powerfully over the top. Alex has it. Ikeda's calling for it and makes a great grab. Bueno's there. Backhand from the 8. Ikeda again, this time from the 9 line. Alex advances, takes it in the air. Cortada, caught by Ikeda. Cortada scores. CRB and Ikeda, the Fireballs have 3 points and the serve. Alex overran that one.
Yeah.
He gets off a good Cortada. Great read by Ikeda here.
Again, Ikeda's just demanding the ball. I mean, making his way up there. And Alex is just, I mean, all crossed up, all sorts of crossed up on that Cortada.
Powerful backhand by Bueno. Rebote to the outside. Alex makes the catch on the forehand. Cortada perfectly thrown and scoring. 3-3. Alex serves for the Warriors.
That's the shot, but it brought the pad into play too. That was very close, but just perfect.
That's perfectly executed by Alex. This is just gorgeous.
Look at this. Drops down a little bit, throws it just above the pad, and second bounce right at the 7. No chance for Ikeda or CRB.
Bueno on the catch. Here's the backhand. That ball kicked up and touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. That is a 4th point for CRB and Ikeda, the Fireballs. CRB serves.
A lot of things can happen in these long rallies. That's the first time that Bueno's had trouble controlling one and sends it up in the screen.
Bueno from the forehand.
Yeah.
There's a catch by Ikeda. Ikeda over the top. Alex takes it on the bounce, right side. Ikeda, great catch behind the 10 line. Backhand caught by Bueno. Rebote for Alex. That ball was dropping, and Ikeda made a great save. Alex all the way back behind the 9 line.
Jeez. Over CRB's head.
My.
Won't deter him, though. He'll get right back in there.
I don't think he knew it.
No, he didn't know.
Yeah, he may have heard it go by,
better.
but
yeah.
Here's the backhand by Alex.
Ooh, that died.
Rebote forehand save. There's a catch by Alex. Cortada. Ikeda reads it.
Ooh,
Trying to go outside. Alex has it on the forehand. Looking to pass. Ikeda going for the save. That falls just short. 4-4 is the score. We're all tied up here in the second set.
Yeah, Ikeda pointing to the inside after that point, and it's exactly what I'm thinking too. You know, you just don't need that, and that hasn't been the game plan for the Fireballs. They haven't been all too aggressive. They've just taken advantage of the mistakes from these Warriors, and there's been plenty of them. But to give it to Alex on the right side up there at the 4 line, that was a risky throw and made him pay. 4-4.
Powerful backhand by Ikeda. Clears. Rebote coming out. Alex is on it. Ikeda on the hop. Has a great catch. Alex at the side wall. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Caught by Ikeda. Alex switches from left to right. Makes the play. Passes. Rebote. CRB on the rebote. Right up the middle. Alex has it. Forehand played back, coming out. Ikeda, eyes on it. Keeps it inside. Ball goes off the tip of CRB's cesta. That's 5 points for Alex and Bueno of the Warriors. Possible set point.
Again, if the front quarter's reaching in, you want to know what exactly are you going to do with it. I mean, that ball was dropping on the floor to go for a catch that you might drop to just flip a backhand inside. That's, you know, that's tough late in the set with a chance to win it and pull off a pretty big upset.
Powerful backhand by Ikeda. Catch by Bueno. Ikeda follows it to the outside, makes the play on the right side. Bueno on the catch. Rebote forehand by CRB. Alex will take that on the bounce. Big right side. Caught by Ikeda on the backhand. That ball hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. Point and set to Alex and Bueno. We will go to a third and final set in just 2 minutes.
Last set of the day coming up. We know either the Fireballs are going to win the game day, pick up a full point, or the Warriors will end this in a 3-3 tie. Good response by this Warriors team. You know, obviously coming up just a little bit flat in the first couple points. Fireballs were able to build that lead and take set number 1. And look, that second set very easily could have gotten away from them too. I mean, there were 2 throws. Ikeda had the outside placement attempt, which Alex snatched up, and then CRB with that drop inside. I mean, it was 4-4 late. So got to feel good about it. And, you know, even though they haven't played their best, they still have a chance to get their team half a point in the standings with a set win right here.
Don't forget, folks, we are back tomorrow, open to the public. World Jai-Alai League at Miami, the Jam Arena in the historic Miami Jai-Alai. And I see we're still going with those small cups. I have to investigate that. Water rationing in South Florida.
You let me know tomorrow. There's got to be something going. Cheers. Yeah, throwing it back. I think that's what they did.
I just think that they need more water than that. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Look, I mean, I think that's what some of the conversation is. Just got to throw it back, Stu. It's a little bit of water. Hey, we'll take it like a shot.
Hey, play better and we'll give you more water. Is that the point? I mean, that's kind of brutal, but.
Look, I haven't been on the Warriors, Stu. I don't know how they conduct business, but.
That's a
tough team.
That's
you know,
a tough
I was
team.
going to say, I heard one
the
Charger say that he was happy to be on the Chargers, but you know, we're not going to speak for anyone else. Third and final set of the game day. Ready to go, Stu. Fireballs win it. They will win the day. Warriors win it. It'll end in a tie. First one to 6.
We're ready to begin our final set of the afternoon. CRB has the serve for the Fireballs.
I don't want to say it, but it feels like this is a must-win for Alex and Bueno. I mean, to let this one slip away, that'd be tough. Oh, man, first serve, an ace.
We have an ace to start things off. First point for CRB. And Ikeda at the Fireballs.
And just a lot more pressure on the Warriors, too. Like, I don't know if CRB even feels pressure to begin with, but all of it is squarely on the Warriors' shoulders. No,
Never.
I don't think so. But
Never. CRB does not feel pressure.
Oh, that kicked way up.
Beautiful catch by Bueno. Here's the backhand. He only feels enthusiasm. Here's the backhand by Alex. Ikeda, fine catch, backhand from the backcourt. Bueno's there. Ikeda from the 10 line on the right side. Alex takes this on the bounce. The 8 comes over the top. Pika. Stop by Ikeda. He cannot hold on. 1-1. Alex serves.
Ikeda's really handled those big bouncing throws well today. All right side, controlling every one of them except that.
His catching has been phenomenal.
No,
Ikeda's catching has just been so good today.
That's always been the strength in his game. It just hasn't really killed the point up in the front, but he's found a role here in the back.
Powerful backhand by Ikeda. Rebote coming out to Alex. Alex blasts this. What a scoop.
What a scoop. It's everywhere.
Beautiful catch by Bueno. Ikeda, left side. Powerful backhand. Rebote for Alex. Alex fires another one to the inside. Great catch by Ikeda. Picada. Big bounce brought down by Alex. Picada. Ikeda at the back wall. Over the top again.
Bigger bounce.
Lower and harder. Ikeda calls for it. Bueno with a tip ball at the 9 line. 2 points for CRB and Ikeda. CRB serves.
And I think Ikeda, just going back to the service box to tie in. Looked like he was walking off for a second.
Just retying the cesta. I mean, playing pretty hard.
Look, there's a pretty big rank disparity between the two Warriors. Just get the ball to the lower ranked player. I mean, don't give it to Alex. Trap Bueno here in the corner, which they've done very well, and force him to beat you.
Ikeda with the catch. Here's the backhand from the backcourt. Bueno up high. That ball is tipped at the back wall. 2-2. Alex serves.
Tough catch, running out of space back there, too.
if CRB probably had a plan that Rebote, should have called him off.
Yeah. But Ikeda's, you know, he's been aggressive back there.
Powerful backhand by Ikeda. Bueno lets it pass. CRB on the catch. Backhand. Alex on the Rebote. Ikeda takes it on the bounce. Back to the inside. Powerfully thrown. Up high. Bueno's there. Ikeda midcourt. CRB on the Rebote to the inside. Alex reaches in, makes a great catch. Ikeda in the corner. Another fine catch by Ikeda. Ikeda on the forehand in the corner. Big right side.
As he's yelling something to CRB. I don't know what.
CRB makes the save, keeps the point alive. Alex is there. Rebote coming out. CRB, left side Rebote. Bueno on the right side. Kate advances, takes it on the bounce. Big right side to the inside, and Bueno's there. Rebote forehand by CRB. Alex has it in the air. CRB gets in there to make the save. Well played.
And just slapped it up with the left side.
Alex again, he's setting another one out there. CRB, eyes on the Rebote, makes the save.
Ikeda.
Oh, what a catch by Ikeda before the second bounce, and Bueno takes it in the air at the 9 line. Ikeda again from the 7.
Oh, and
ball
a
tipped in the backcourt. A third point for CRB and Ikeda, the fireballs. CRB serves. Well, this is probably the hardest I've ever seen Ikeda play, and he's playing great.
He loves the moment, too. Throughout his career, he's always played up to the level of his competition.
Absolutely.
And that's a great trait to have. And he loves being the underdog because what does he do well? He just catches one more ball than his opponent, and it is so frustrating for Alex. And what do I have to do to beat this team? How do I get it by this guy? He's on fire today.
Bueno from the forehand. Ikeda advances, take it in the air, backhand. Powerfully thrown. Alex looking for the Rebote. 2-all.
Oh, CRB.
Stopped by CRB. Carambola by CRB. Stopped by Alex. Alex puts it in the corner. CRB gets there to make the save. This ball is in play. Alex puts his arm out like, what do I have to do to beat this guy?
Yeah.
Here's the catch by Ikeda. Fires it over the top. Alex is there. Alex with another powerful forehand. Rebote coming out. To the inside, CRB makes the save.
That's a tough one.
Bueno. Backhand from the 9. Alex has this on the right side. Low and hard. Ikeda stops another one. Sends it back. Bueno with a fine catch behind the 9 line. Ikeda on the forehand again. Powerful backhand by Alex, and Ikeda's there. Big backhand into the corner, and Bueno makes a stop.
Yeah, that was cutting inside, too.
Alex on the right side. Ikeda, 2-all.
Oh.
Lands out.
Oh, that was close.
We were tied up at 3-3. Alex and Bueno have the serve for the Warriors. That was close.
And with the wood out, just doesn't take a normal bounce if it clips any part of the wood with the boundary line. Makes it pretty easy. And we haven't had a review yet this year.
Ikeda on the backhand. Alex is inside. Backhand to the inside. Ikeda at the side wall. Great catch. Alex playing deep. Right side over the top. Ikeda. Stopped by Ikeda. Ikeda powerfully from the right side. Sends it out. Alex is there. Puts it back. Ikeda, what a save. Alex moves in. Cortada. will score.
Yep.
4 points for Alex and Bueno of the Warriors. Alex serves.
Just little by little kept backing him up, and then finally sends one high. Cortada coming in low and hard, crossing the side wall, and it scores. He's got Ikeda on the back foot, expecting something to pass into the corner, and finally changes it up. Really well done there by Alex.
Powerful serve by Alex, caught and returned by Ikeda. Bueno makes a stop at the 9 line. Ikeda again, another fine catch. Backhand to the outside. Dropping. Alex makes the save. Ikeda advances, takes the ball in the air. Bueno now from the 9 line. Back to the inside. Ikeda has it on the forehand. CRP makes a diving save. Alex maneuvering around him, has the catch on the forehand.
Oh,
Ikeda stopped it. Alex ducked. That's a nice duck. Bueno is not able to make the play. 4-4 is the score here late. In the third and final set, CRB has the serve.
We got one team having so much fun and another team looking like they'd rather be almost any place else. I mean, look at this from Ikeda. What do the Warriors have to do? He is everywhere. You throw it outside, he's there. Throw it inside, he's there. Making catches in the air, on the bounce.
It's true.
I'll tell you what, you know, Ikeda being frozen as a 4, I didn't know about that, but through the first 2 weeks, I think that's a pretty solid pick.
Bueno gets in there and make the catch. Powerful backhand. Alex on the forehand from the 7 line.
Oh.
Ball tipped, Ikeda hit.
Yep.
5 points for Alex and Bueno. Possible match point for the Warriors.
After all this craziness and all the fun in this match, the Warriors still with 2 chances to close it out and end the game day in a tie. Just comes down to 2 points they got to lock in. Oh, and they needed
The ace
one.
will score for the win. Point, set, and match for Alex and Bueno, winning it in the third set, 6-4.
Yeah, great effort by those fireballs, but in the end, the Warriors win it, and the game day ends in a 3-3 tie. We'll hear from Alex and Bueno in just a few moments.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
And we're over here in the cage with our winners there, Alex and Bueno. I know it wasn't quite exactly the way you drew it up, but still got the win there in the end. What was so tough about the match? Those guys seemingly everywhere out there on the court.
Honestly, I couldn't put my finger on it. We just kind of made a lot of errors. I mean, you know, both of us. I mean, I made a lot of errors in the back that shouldn't have been errors, and he made a couple in the front. The important part is that we communicated. We kept, you know, positive, you know, reinforcement the whole time, just keeping ourselves positive, and we were able to do it at the end.
Yeah, got the job done and got that half point for your team. Well done, guys, and good luck the rest of the season. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Go Warriors.
And that's going to do it for us tonight, folks. Don't forget, we are in action Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can join us live right here at Jam Arena. We hope to see you then.